Your name is very fascinating. How do you pronounce it? Say it again.
Kevin. Kevin.
Kevin. Kevin.
Like Kev-in.
I think I got it. Kevin.
Kev-in.
We will get it. Don't worry. Your name is very fascinating. How do you pronounce it? Say it again.
Kevin. Kevin.
Kevin. Kevin.
Like Kev-in.
I think I got it. Kevin.
Kev-in.
We will get it. Don't worry. Your name is very fascinating. How do you pronounce it? Say it again.
Kevin. Kevin.
Kevin. Kevin.
Like Kev-in.
I think I got it. Kevin.
Kev-in.
We will get it. Don't worry. What will be the first thing you do as president if you're elected in 2025?
Changing the mindset. What I'll do is, and I've started, it's good you came up with this question.
We are signing out. I just wanted one thing you do.
I'll bring all musicians together to let them come up with heroic songs, and we'll organize a concert like We Are the World. R&B, Our Lives, reggae, gospel, they all come together.
What will be the first thing you do as president if you're elected in 2025?
Changing the mindset. What I'll do is, and I've started, it's good you came up with this question.
We are signing out. I just wanted one thing you do.
I'll bring all musicians together to let them come up with heroic songs, and we'll organize a concert like We Are the World. R&B, Our Lives, reggae, gospel, they all come together.
That's wonder goodness. Yes. Ya me obrogro manya possible.
Yes.
Papa tampa.
Yes, no.
Ma anya possible.
Amen.
Kongro. Ona nimundi ye.
Yes, no.
Emma woma.
Yes, no.
Yes, repa.
Ye paucho.
Papa yes.
Papa.
Wone Christ.
Oh yes.
Na washi.
Yes.
Oyo nyame.
Jesus.
Okay, said in Jesus Christ monte.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen. On Semkasia pa. Yes. Yes. It is possible. Yes. Yes. It is possible. It is possible.
Your answer.
It is possible. Amen. Yes. Amen.
But you must feel really proud.
Actually, I'm greatly honored. The Almighty God has done me a tremendous honor. Today is historic. It's a victory for all the teachers in Prempeh College, because over the past years, teachers in Prempeh College have been teaching students of other parents. So today, the Almighty God is crowning our effort. It's a victory to all the teachers and all the teachers in Prempeh College and all the teachers in Ghana.
You must feel really proud.
Actually, I'm greatly honored. The Almighty God has done me a tremendous honor. Today is historic. It's a victory for all the teachers in Prempeh College, because over the past years, teachers in Prempeh College have been teaching students of other parents. So today, the Almighty God is crowning our effort. It's a victory to all the teachers and all the teachers in Prempeh College and all the teachers in Ghana.
Methodist because you should know say I know it better.
Minu apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure. Minu apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure. Minu apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure. Minu apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure. Minu apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure. Na mi mos jowulu ekire ho eye methodist dan na kire ho ne ya seria because asam no e kan ne nya no kure eti de wo ye you should know say I know it better. Minu apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure. Minu apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure. Minu apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure. Minu apano 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fe bibi jandam. Asam ne nya no kura kama ne nya no kure.
Mwa.
Good evening and welcome to With Audio Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Ekobe. It's exactly 4:22 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:22 in Ghana. We are streaming live from our studios here in Washington, D.C. My producers are called the Ghost Team. Tonight, if you're watching me from Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas, I would like to say thank you very much for tuning in. Tonight's show is dedicated to Osno Mame, the Chief Justice of Ghana. We'll be discussing what has really happened. The President of the Republic has given his instructions, and he just didn't give it. He actually worked within the Constitution after a committee was put together, after it was established by the Council of State that the Chief Justice prima facie case has been established against her conduct and also herself. The President had no option than to go by the law. Tonight, as we speak, the Chief Justice of Ghana, Madam Torkornoo Osno Mame, has been suspended. So many commentaries coming out, so many people speaking on this matter. The NPP, the most weakest opposition party in Ghana, are making this their fight. We will take our time and break things down for Ghanaians to have a clear understanding of what has happened and why we as Ghanaians need to have in-depth analysis of the decision taken by the President. No one is above the law in Ghana, and we need to understand that. No person is above the law, from the executive to the legislature all the way to the judiciary. To you watching me tonight, no one is above the law, and we have the right to investigate every single person, especially public servants. And I don't think the President himself is above the law. There are clear rules that states it clearly that if he goes against the law, he can be investigated, impeached, in fact. So I don't think something out of the ordinary has been done in Ghana. But hey, this is politics. Some people try to skew the rights, the facts. Our job here is to make sure the right things are said, backed with the facts, to make sure Ghanaians, at the end of the day, we build or reset the Ghana we have all wanted. Tonight, we'll be delving into other issues. Galamsey is also on the menu tonight. Chairman Wontumi, the Galamsey Kemping, his name is in the news. The minister has come out, I'm talking about the lands minister, has come out to say or give instructions that Akonta Mining, which is owned by Chairman Wontumi, that criminal, their license should be revoked. We will delve into the issues. There are lots and lots of things in that particular story that most people don't know. We'll also be talking on some very important issues, very sensitive ones that Ghanaians are not paying attention to. My job here tonight is to break issues down for you to have an understanding of what is happening in Ghana. We are building this nation, and we all need to understand how this nation is being built. No one is supposed to be left behind. And my job here, as your host, my producers, they have put together all these facts for me to break down, for you to also understand what is happening. Our job here is going to be simple. We use facts to send our message across. There's a dialogue we have here. We talk, you understand, you speak back. So we have this communication. So tonight is going to be a very, very interesting night. As you can see, I've started the show very calmly because I want you to also be calm. It's very important that we all stay calm and also take our time to soak what is happening in Ghana. Kevin Taylor is back. The Ghost team, we are back. We are back for good. We are here to stay. We are here to kill Jandam. We are here to make sure the right things are done. If you're watching me tonight on TV, good evening. Thank you very much for tuning in. We are live on Loud Talents TV on Multi TV tonight. We are also live on Loud Talents TV on YouTube this evening. We are streaming live on Facebook with Audio Respect page and Loud Silence TV page. These are the two Facebook pages we have. We are also live on radio. If you have an Android device, go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. We're also live on Apple. Go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. This platform is blazing across the world. Other affiliates are cross-posting this show live. We really appreciate every single platform pushing this show. Midi here the Kevin Kobedu tell me and I midi Jumadi we huchame and the enyumbre. Ghana for mutie nyina efri ewiasa fa nyina no nyame enhraw so waje pene se enyumbre oni ebetie ana obetie ensempa a sebio ewo ngina so bijumadi a midi no ha enyumbre a eye omo mobomochi dom no omo sebio omugina mechi se mindi nyina no se memfa no kore no embrɛw eye amanyom nsɛm abrabom nsɛm ensɛm a ebema Ghana no yetumi akyekere na yenya Ghana na yepɛ no ende enyumbre nsɛm bebre edapono so yahyehyɛ nsɛm no etise enamam pesie Chief Justice Madam Torkornoo aka Osno Mame and the President of the Republic John Dramani Mahama or the President ewa Ghana or say Madam Torkornoo ontwe ne ho anase ontu ne ho ade so kakra sebio on suspending ne ho sebio or say President say sebio ontwe ne ho kakra, that's the word I'm looking for, ontwe ne ho kakra na ensem bia abeto ho a ye pensem aye hwehwemu no sebio sansem no ye hwehwemu no wi a wotumi asa afa n'adwuma ayo nti enya asem bia ebi nsida and then yumbre yebeka ensem yebedwa nsemu nipa bi ayo madwene said no credit da ho enso ombetu futuro egu Ghana fo ani bijuma dia wo se medin wo ha enyumbre se mema wate nyoma ase se bi o Chief Justice I suspended no President we bumra so ana ebesin de mehu obi a o Ghana waka se President ebumra bia so sansem no yebenya abotre dwudwum ema Ghana fo ehu no kre no and then yumbre galamsey hu nsem so abem na na dan kwekufo ado eja galamsey esi Ghana fo tiri so a na galamsey eku Ghana yi the new land minister Mr. Ama Kofi Abba and the nyina yehu Jumadia NDC aban John Mahama we Mr. Ama Kofi edi eba galamsey okon kona chairman wuntumi oye kromfo a odi MPP fo enim ewa santimemu the bema hwe left the nisha left the nine left nyanse de ntirim no enso ehwe left no what the galamsey ena sebie enya ne ho pem we sensuo wa sennua we bunnua sebie odi watitimoko ahyehye Ghana fo ani and ensem aba yahwehwemu ende expose aba yehu ze chema wuntumi ni galamsey fo a sebio Chinese fo dodo no omo na omo say Ghana sebio kwaye a yemfa yensanka da ende nyumbre yebekirikire mu adekodi enti a chema wuntumi as emre ekono anase yekirikire Ghana no e wo se emra ene ne di ene omo a ono omo yedwuma nyina omo say Ghana insem bebre gupuno so ende nyumbre bedwudwum health minister Mr. Akando so akọ Tamale Teaching Hospital wakọ apam CEO na ho no se dwumade a odi no ho no eni enyan sebio entwa kwan mu na ono ankasa ede tumi a President John Mahama de amano no ode apam Tamale Teaching Hospital CEO no insem no doso aba peso ende nyumbre so ha Kevin Taylor omo omobomachi dom ne from the Ghost team no omaba dwumade a etwegu ewo wiasa fa na nyina ye TV so o multi TV a enyo asa obehwehwe Loud Silence TV unsa bekan na also dwumade we wahwe bi your YouTube Loud Silence TV unsa ebeka dwumade we obetumi ahwe o TV so ahwe o TikTok iPad so or phone so all devices bia sebio obetumi ahwe o so unsa betumi akan yes our Facebook Loud Silence TV so e ho betumi ahwe o ho yes our with all due respect and you see a page back kwa e Loud Facebook your radio so enyumbre ye nyanka say your special app a obetumi akọ download na wetie say bia wo ye dwuma na wo drive it na on person be TV a okọ Apple mo am use Apple phones no ye free bibi App Store okọ ho obetumi download Loud Silence Radio wonsa ebeka dwumade we na wonso wetie mo am wo Android ene sebio Samsung phones aka no mo betumi akọ Google Play Store mo betumi so download Loud Silence Radio wonsa ebeka he mo betumi etie dwumade we ende enyumbre yaba no ne aba yaba na se ye ne boko a na onim se enwie ne de na aye gigim wo hwe me ewo wiase afa na nyina ewo TV we so around the nation a Nyame enshao. Yaba no na Ghana nti ene aba. Good evening to every single person at Osha Menyumbre. On YouTube now I can see Anita, Joyce, and also Raina Yakubu live on YouTube tonight. Facebook, Jimmy Rasco watching me. Amos is live on Facebook. I can also see Florence Ajaho live on Facebook. Terrence is live on YouTube. On YouTube, I can see Reverend Sia Gona, something like that. I've seen you. Desmond is live on YouTube. I can also see Noah Alawiye watching me tonight. The Magic is live on YouTube tonight. Samuel Alban is watching me. Issa Camille watching Loud Silence TV tonight across the world on YouTube. Issa Camille is back again. Kulimens is live on Facebook. I can see Amos Labi Asadu watching me this evening. Osadu. Kulimens is back. And also Believe Alifi watching me live on YouTube tonight. Nipa bebre na hwe me efri ewiase bebia wa mambo dino na nkyere se dwumade we mempese obeka ho me di na ebia nipa omodos ni ntina ama me hu din nti wa ha nwumbre a nyame nhira ena nyame nhira me nso edian na ekoso a Kevin Taylor mente ya konkonsa bebre wo town a menti bia nkofo e kan sem bebre no mo amu ni nsem be ba na maba ensem nkofo keka de forget amafo be ko jail maka me say ekuraso kumfu panda obeko jail maka kire no sebio obema sa na sebio ehwe da wonantem susu a na opijepija betire ho be masem sebio woni mafu sa ketia enkire so bema na yaka emra de emra me say amanfo obeko jail omupeu me na me decide jail no ombeko na de ya no say wonim so obeko jail na ompeso beka no kure akire sebio nipa bi a wodada omo sebio etwe hya wonantem ama osisi achianti wadwene ya wo se sebio emra entumi ndiw sebio ekurase kumfu panda ma omamudi wechire nti ase se ubeko jail na wokọ police headquarters no CID hono no ede ne siye sebio criminal case da wo so no kirem na Ghana fo hu efri se sebio uton oyare a ene enya no weduruma wo maka promise kese a maka ubeko jail uye ho hwea enyeyi and you know clearly that you go to jail uye ho hwea enyeyi betufo maka kire Ghana fo me say akwara pedimoja dodo a yede insuo enefra na mema Ghana yebeti nkofo hwinimu sebio enwi e de akire mo se sebio se waso afoforo a enye denchem a odedu kurom enti enna meka kire ekurase kumfu panda meme me so ubeko jail. The best thing to do is to come on social media and explain to your followers, your damn foolish followers, to say what da omo ton wedro na ubeko jail. There you go. I don't send be a mystery. Ye jirem abwatwe. Gigim.
Yo! We are best fishermen. No look no answer my. Abwatwe. Iwo fufu Belgium fan. E wa beti Belgium fan. E wo tuwa Belgium fan. Why yo ye? Why round wa? Why yo ye? Why round wa? Why yo ye? Why round wa? Why yo ye? Supono why round wa? E wo fufu Belgium fan. E wa beti Belgium fan. E wo tuwa Belgium fan. E wo tuwa Belgium fan. Why yo ye? Why round wa? 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 Every papa no, what one is the motto? 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 Why round wa? Why yo ye? Why round wa? I want it. Original. I will move for bad. I want me to bad. Where you mind
All right, welcome back to the show. You're still watching With All Due Respect Extended Version. Midin at the Kevin Koberu Taylor. We are streaming live from our studios in Washington, D.C. My producers are called the Ghost Team. Yaba and Tuesday. Yakodi Easter Navy. Yaku Yesu. Mo koku Yesu aba apepa ma no ho bedin kwase asem. But you say ati say yesi pope wu. Me Anglican ni ye ni asofo no mutumi ware. Roman for them asofo ware. nti Nyankopɔn emfa pope sebio ne kra ensie na obra bi obo asase bia ode bo a onyame dwumadie Nyankopɔn so entie ne sufrɛ na bibia ne kra ɛwɔ sɛ onyame de to a ebenya esebio ɛyɛ de homepa no onyame so emwa na pope so bibia okobia no enye dwodwoma no Onyankopɔn ɔbɔ nipa ene nim ne wiye Onyankopɔn ene hye nipa den onyame ene kyerɛ nipa ne nkrabia bibia de bedru nti ende the pope ba asase so be 88 years no o dedicate ne bra nyina ede hye onyame enimonyam ede ye nyame adwuma no Onyankopɔn kokroko a sebio otie sebio ne mma akomemu no nyame nim sɛ de wayɛ ede aboa ne adwuma no obɛbɔ hompan enso ede ne sie yie nti yene ekristofo ewo wiase ebi te sɛ me ye nyina ede akoma pa ene ɔdɔ ene mpaye etai pope bibia okɔ na onyame so ebɛgye ne kra ede ne sie yie saa na hia nipa udwumadi wa asase su nyina ne sɛ wobɛsom Onyankopɔn wodi nokre ebedi udwuma na wobɛhu sɛ wobɛte ase ana wobɛma nipa ene sebio ɛyɛ deɛn obi a ɔbɛn hu sɛ onyame ɛyɛ kokroko pope ede ne life ene bibia ɛto saa deɛ no so sebio ɔno so deɛ na ɛdɛ na ohu bi adeɛ na ɛfɛ na ɔno so hu bi nanso ɔka ne nyina hyɛ ka sɛ onyame adwuma ɛna ɔbɛyɛ ntɛndɛ wada ne benkum so a yɛsrɛ otwedi ampa kwa me Onyankopɔn ɔbɔ soro ne asase sɛ ɔmfa ne kra ensie nipa enim bibia bɛkɔ na yɛte asase so nko ade yɛbɛbɔ ho bɔn yɛbɛbɔ ho mɔden sɛ onyame ebehu yɛmɔbɔ the alpha the omega the God sebio ɔyɛ merciful the Allah the omnipotent Allah the gracious he will find everlasting peace for Pope John Paul ne kra yɛda Onyankopɔn ase na ɛde sɛ Pope sebio wa mɛyɛ Ghana ni ana me de kakra sɛ Pope amɛyɛ Ghana ni mi ken ka Pope go Ghana ni te sɛ me anka sɛ nki akyekere ki yepedi na busu efie fa konwa ne sia Pope wu anka bɛwe ne nam no I am me de sɛ Pope wa mɛyɛ Ghana ni Pope bebi akopia nyame hyira wo me de sɛ Pope ya wewi sebio wa mɛyɛ Ghana ni anka Pope ya Ghana ni anka sɛ de busu efie nki yepenti mofa ginya me no da bi yesi de yepedura plus mo hyehyɛ no won nkyɛn ha na kɔbena motigata dim afi na nka yepenti na yesi yifo de bada bɛn na canopy de yesi white na ba na ye Pope na de na canopy ready mofa we nkɔ amanfo ye busy din obi kuta notepad auntie yesi mo no 14 bags 14 ye de abrojire fo ba mo nto bi nka mo kan ka kire kɔbra boaten mo ye keka kɔ mekeka kɔ hɔ mekeka the guy va bodam mekeka kɔ hɔ mekeka kɔ ready girls no my lip gloss kakra de queen you na be the Kevin aba mekeka kɔ hɔ intinka popi anka be Ghana ni a anka yesen ka mike anka ye penti ani ye penti mo ye kebo no mo ntwe light nkwa ha se fie ba ko no so mo betuma akosere o mo sanke betu di konwa na begu ha kwa me from pon bra amanfo akantan so mo hyehyɛ mo no na yesfre imami ya oye yi de yese ni bai de o Canada ye otoda funi mo fa ne mra ne ne nka sei ade na yese yede funu ne beba nde ka Pope ewi anka asemasi ka from pon adwuma ba yesi anka hyesem bia mba mesinka Pope edi ewi anka yesi anka ye na na eyiwe DJ aswaswa no so ahyehye eya boda na eba sa no mbo no ntem say we the Pope de bo som de ahyem san kwase asem nyina ye ntibi we nka Pope ko ye Ghana ni a anka fri Nicaragua ya kama me ode gina ho na nka o kan kwase asem auto against nyom Pope mu oba ye wareda enso kama me ode ba be gina ho ato akutia nyom Pope ni girl Pope wareye bo sama me ode gina ho one ne nkofoi etu akutia nyom wo Pope yi ase Pope nya Ghana ni san kwase asem nyina ye hu bi mekeka ko make Pope nko Ghana ni anka nwumbre yi ka yesu ama ka yemote die ne ebe ye uja yeseni o uja yeseni die ne yenye Pope amankwa Pope nko Ghana nke very Pope amankwa itiame ya Pope nko Ghana ni anka very Pope amankwa pi amankwa Pope amankwa yenye dai Ukosha kwentium de bia yeni tiaw. Nyame na ya osa se yenye de yeda yenda. Ofe ya mutipo kakraba me. Me go for Nicaragua for. Omeku simple kra. Ome just say, mo de di agora buofu. Ah? Nicaragua foi, kenyumre, kejinem. Yenye de ni o, ene adwunso me say enam yense ne yembu yenso application bi wo ho na wakodo no asa ba bekeka nkwase asem no kɔ ye da nyame asese pope nya Ghana ni ye mpesa nkwase asem ni bi wo Ghana ha ense nka pope ko Ghana ni ese nka obekɔ de workipin na nka omde na tene wo na omde na tena canopy ase na omde bible ato ni nsem na omde cross ekuta no na omutwa ni nso ye nimmo. And I want to send this very, very simple and respectful message to the interior minister. There's this trend in Ghana at time. It is disgusting. And I'm expecting him for more Ghana to take action on this nonsense. And this nonsense is really happening in the Ashanti region. You can say whatever you want to say. I don't give a heck about you. And this message goes to Otunfo said to Nanapia, Wafas Mabachenchen Hine, Mabenyumbre. Sankwasia trend na abana sebio. Obika baby na ekura ye tim ohini wom sebio wey I am saying so Otumfo because Otumfo na ye oman hene a sebio asantefo so odi asantema nyina so sa trend wey ahemfo nketo mo asanteme mo Otumfo mo ni nko ho because ayesesese ano eyie ba na de say yadane abodamfo wo Ghana immebunu emrewa asofo ene sebio ebusua panyini ne imbesiriwafo na so madane mmoa. And then nipa wu a ne na besi tent ase na sebio oye galamsey ni a ne de shankaba na the most disgusting thing at time was asase we so ade anyame chiri ene sebio nipa ewu na nipa no sebio ne body na sebio enimpo se ne sebio atiasefo tena no na ye jiminti yakofa eno na ende ye de ye show na ye wo ahemfuo fie ye wo ahemfuo krom ye wo edi kro ebie jiminti omobekete sa anyoma no ede yare be fie. One, this nonsense of you people bringing cops home na makoze se funa begu fie na mu jimi mo nkwase ampeteshine mo red na mano no no na me embrantia ne mabawa na mu jimi no emfa me hu. It is because yeni penifo na yetete nkuro no so no yeni efre ho e de ahemfo yeni efre ho odi krofo no yena ye jiminti na nkwara na yesa. Because enkwara we beto amamre ene amane no senke ye ne die nan si form e make sure say sankwase ade we nkoso anka nsi. Anything I am appealing to the interior minister and also appealing to the respective paramount chiefs. Trend way I santimemu na start. And Otunfo said to so hu ya me ka kire onana o fa seneme the spread of diseases through a year yakofa efuna befie na ye di nwa agro na ya dwunsogu so na ye tetan ho jimi ya ho esesa nsuo gu funu so na impenifo ti fie na ye hwie nsuo egu funu so ofie na nkwara nanam fie ye hwehwe nsuo gu funu so a na eja ho na nkwara nkitinkiti ni namu na ade achi a be prapra ho to aduane wo ho sankwase ade no mume njai. And I want the interior minister Sebio Muntaka, he needs to take action. He needs to put out a statement against such things. Say obi ekofa a funufri morgue ana mortuary de bafia. We need to put emra there say a fruit dadakema ye nyini fradakemu. We even need to pass a law say you need to have a reason why a person will be other kind of so many punishment in him. There should be a law. We cannot foolishly allow any fool just as a Ghana near Penifoni Ghana be disgusting stupidity. And at the end, I say, I am for fiatity a year where I say, a bushia penny 40 a year where I say, and they are looking on as some from penny 4, they are looking on, and all this nonsense happening in Ghana. Okoka, kwasiebe se penny wo fie. Kasape, yes, kwasiebe se penny wo fie. Na mumubi. And this should go to the regional ministers. In fact, this is not a job for only the interior minister. It goes to every single regional minister. And this goes to the Ashanti regional minister. Boss, we are done. Now the play is over. You are working hard. But these are very important things we need to pay attention to. The Ashanti regional minister, it goes to the other regions, but specifically to the Ashanti regional minister. You need to put a statement out. No cops. A funi be anywhere or see a display in public. So what the funa befiesa ukosia, put a funu in a coffin. There need to be a law that nobody should even open adaka unless so when you're permitted to say who reason or see a be adaka no so. Because sebio obuoha owua, there are so many things that goes into a wo obuoha be adaka so sebio edi yare neba. So how much more say ya sadi ni panabesi public na ebi mukuta kutanimu sa nipa ya omo hage funi edi insuo gugu efunu no so omo wia ensa wo ya na omo sadi ko fie. Any omo yere ni omo ma akoto omo de nsa akoto fufuo madi amanfo bitumi gina wakeeping ase na omo de omo nsa hye efunu hwinim ekutakuta efunu mu na ewie eho na ya sa ya fufuo no omo nsa dem ya gibigimi yana ya fufuo na nipa 60 ho na omo di. What kind of country are we building? And this trend is starting from the Ashanti region. We need to pay attention to this trend because sebio obi enyanwu ebusuani wu emane nkofa yare mbre kurumu nyina. That nonsense must stop. Yanya santimemu yesu ankwasi ade bia osi ejai. San kwasi ade no yekofa na wehi. And I'm talking to the regional minister. I'm talking to all the regional ministers. The interior minister should spearhead this. In the next week, at least in a month, Muntaka as the interior minister, you need to put out a statement. You need to go to parliament and insist that so obi kofa funu every mog the befia. There should be rules governing that. There should be rules. Muntaka Mubarak as an interior minister and a Muslim, I don't expect to say you want people to handle your cops like that. Until you should be reasonable enough to understand this is a public menace. And that it needs to stop. And it goes to the president himself. This is something that has to be taken seriously. Because the way we are treating a funu organ and airtime, apart from its the hygienic part of it, traditionally in our customs, in our tradition, that has never been part of our customs. We need to stop it quickly before it gets out of hand. In fact, it is out of hand. Let us get serious as a people. The nonsense in this country is too much. This goes to the interior minister. It goes to every single regional minister. Ochina, may every regional minister nimba betumi show. So Mr. P, Mr. S, put all of them on one page, one flyer for me. Maybe publish every regional minister, and I will send this message to you people. This must stop. This must stop. Thank you very much. My team this man can the chieftaincy minister. This is under you. It's under the minister of interior minister and all the regional ministers. The chieftaincy minister and the interior minister collaborate to stop this and stop this nonsense. It needs to stop. Now, we are going to be on social media. Every time you bring such videos, we will try and find a bushia penina. Or this you need to be arrested and prosecuted. A law should be passed. Says so you bushia penny na oma ho kwan na wo this year you did begina bedwam. Say you be dano into gina ho or wofufuo or your galamsey ni or your teacher ni na oma ho kwan na ye do this year begina public. Say ye de dano nti efunu ni ngina ho wo sa ebushia penny you see a chinikom not less than 20 years or so that jail. Because Sadia na no Yarena best spread over 20,000 people and over would die. Enti se o commit sa crime na we busia penyi na wudi sa eye nanim no also go jail. I am going to say this again. We are going to insist, and I'm going to be on the health minister, the interior minister, and also the chieftaincy minister. In fact, the chieftaincy minister, I don't need her or him. I need the health minister and the interior minister. The health minister and the interior minister. Today, I have seen the health minister working crazily, moving around the nation. He needs to sit down and let us know how we are going to solve this problem. This kind of Yakofa Funefri mortuary, ye da begina fie ye ya tamefunu ye de funu begina ha ye sa nonsense must stop. This go to Mr. Akando, right? And Muntaka Mubarak. With all due respect to you gentlemen, I don't want to come back again for people to say Kevin is using some wrong words or harsh words at the minister or the health minister, the interior minister. I don't want to do that. And until the end, I'm respectfully telling you people, an action needs to be taken. And it goes all the way down to majority of you, the chiefs, or say for this, I will tell Otumfuo say I don't blame him that much. Because without due respect, Otumfuo does not know every single Ekurasi. At this point, I'm not going to blame Otumfuo for this. But at least I have announced it. So he knows this is what is going on. Mo ahemfo nketwa na mo wo fom ho na mo di sankwase asem no odi kro ne ahemfo na mo hye mu kro so man kwase asem we koso no Otumfuo say tutu eye ahonafo hene. Me so far I've not seen this in the Volta region. I have not really seen this in the Greater Accra region. I have not really witnessed this in the Central region. I have not seen it in the Western region. Maybe one or two are happening in these regions I've mentioned. But majority of the regional, they will see by Ashanti region. Obi ko tenafunu ho na oni efunu akosa ni akohwe nsuo gu oni efunu ho na watena ka mu de abankran na yare na ode baaye no ode aba be sign of one kran. Obi ko di san kwase asem no na akotena ka mu na ode aba Central region na yare na otifri sa efunu ho no ode aba Central region. So don't see this as just a joke. So who say nipa 200 egu funu ho na omu jimi wo funu ho na ebi mu dadare funu ho ebi mu num efunu nsuo ebi ne efunu sa menya waju say omo mo kuro mu onkwa na yare bebo omo because 90% omo mo be eyie no omo nyina wi omefo ka afiri kuro ni mu akọ 90% omo be eyie no 90% of them eyie ne ende a omo besa fa ka e de akọ bebi obu firi baaye meaning whatever they came yare omo befa no omo they call different parts of the country and we need to stop this. This is a menace. So I'm pleading with the National House of Chiefs, Oja Hoho, and I know you are a political president of the National House of Chiefs. I know we MPP need issue a statement. The National House of Chiefs issue a statement and tell every single chief to say they have to make sure such things do not happen in their community wherever their chiefs almost say coverage it should never happen. All right. Now, let me talk about this. Very, very important. Egigim. This gentleman is a criminal. This guy, he is a thief. He is a hardened criminal. If you're a Ghanaian, when you come across this guy, see him as a fraudster. His name is Williams Anefi Sapon, a thief. Posing, parading, and carry himself around, telling people he's a businessman, he's a doctor. This guy is no doctor. He's a criminal. He has no medical certification to prove that he's a medical doctor. He has no certification to prove that he is a medical doctor. This guy, Williams Anefi Sapon, is a criminal. He's a thief. He's a fraudster. He wanted to use the name of the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama's name, to dupe some people in the name of Gold Zook. If you are an investor in Ghana, out of Ghana, in Asia, in the Arab states, do not do business with this fraudster. He is a criminal. I gave him two options. One, he was supposed to come out on his own Facebook page, go on social, on radio, because he has been on radio several times to tell people, to announce to Ghanaians that he was being impersonated. So it means he knows how to stop. He knows how to stop bad news about himself. I gave him the opportunity to go on radio, to go on TV, to let Ghanaians know that he's a legitimate doctor. I gave him the opportunity to go on social media to show his legitimate license that he is a medical doctor. It's been months. He has refused to do it. I gave him another option, to come out and tell the world that he is a businessman and that he has never mentioned the President of the Republic of Ghana's name, John Dramani Mahama, in any of his business. He has never introduced himself as a friend to the president, and that investors are supposed to look at that and give him money. He has refused to do that. This clearly shows you that this boy is a thief. He's a criminal and no serious business person, business mogul, any businessman, no person should do business with this criminal. His name is Williams Anefi Sapon. His father too is a criminal. His mom is also a criminal. This is his father. That's his dad. This is the man behind all his criminal activities. He's a fraudster. This man is on his payroll because every single businessman this little kid, this thief, defrauds, he gives his father 20% of the booty. So this man is also a criminal who behind the scenes support his son to dupe others. Nobody should do business with this man. He is also part of the criminal cartel. So be careful. Anywhere you meet this man, he is the father of Williams Anefi Sapon. He is a criminal. He is a fraudster. He is into the same business as his son. He has been encouraging his son to stay behind the scenes to do people. Anywhere you meet this man, be careful. Do not do any business with this man. This is his mom. Emissary. That's the boy's mom. Williams Anefi Sapon's mother is also a fraudster. She's a fraudster, sorry. She's also a fraudster. What she does is she is the one who coordinates this boy's fraud, his fraudulent activities. Sometimes she sits in this boy's criminal meetings. Every single time this boy is caught duping somebody, she is the first person to call to plead on his behalf. This woman has failed to tell this boy to come out. She has failed to advise this boy to come out to tell Ghanaians that he is actually a legitimate doctor with the right certified documentation to prove to the world that he's a medical doctor. This woman has failed to tell this young man to come out publicly to tell the world that he never mentioned the president's name in any gold meeting. This woman is also part of the fraud. She is also a criminal. The father is a criminal. The mother is a criminal. The boy himself, Williams Anefi Sapon, he is also a criminal. So this is a warning to every single Ghanaian and people who are not Ghanaians. Businessmen who are thinking of coming to Ghana to do business. If you come across the name Williams Anefi Sapon, remember, he is a Yahoo boy, a fraudster, an internet fraudster. I'll be back again tomorrow to remind you that this boy is a thief. Thank you very much. We are still in Yejinem Abuache.
Yo! We are best fishermen. Torkornoo. No answer my Abuache. You will for Belgium Quant. It will be a Belgium Quant. It will do a Belgium Quant. Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Super why round what? It will for Belgium Quant. It will be a Belgium Quant. It will do a Belgium Quant. It will be a Belgium Quant. Why you're here? Why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? I want it. Original. I will move for Belgium Quant. I want me to Belgium Quant. Where you mind?
Thank you very much for staying. You're still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. My producers are called The Good Team. We are live across the world on Facebook, on YouTube, on radio, and also on Facebook, right? On all other platforms. Now, moment for Jumadi no ebi enka ho team. And Mr. P, Mr. S, what is this? All right, Mr. S, get me. Okay, Mr. S, get me the part that I need. Oh? Yeah, Mr. S, get me the part that we need. All right, I have it now. Thank you very much. Guys, I'm sorry, I have to move something. My team, they said there's a document that they they have to forward to me. Very important. Also, Hano, we cannot just come in here and speak. Documents not ready into. They are trying to move it on the system, and then I may try to coordinate with them. Relax. Ahana bibiao. Menstru. Ahadi bibia gigim bibiawa. All right, Mr. S, I have them now. Thank you very much, team. Now, in Samba Kumi Nibi Hoyan Claire and Sana Yako a Chief Justice issue niso. There one more Ghana is here and say, and the Ghana no Ubia just say Unimyansa. All right, thank you, Mr. S. Now this story is very important, and it's got to do with a year Mahamudu Bawumia NPP. Yes, say party no. Dr. Bawumia and NPP leadership to embark on nationwide post-election thank you tour. NPP for almost a year committee report in a leaky. We have the report. Yakacham say report the mungu bia or system new bia no cre. Every single statement. The statement Afenyo Markin made is the truth. Every single statement you are seeing about the NPP committee report, no, a year Michael Kwe committee, no, it is the truth. They know. That is why they are quick to come out to say, the document you are seeing is a lie. They cannot publish that document because they know, say, baby, I'm not publish that document, you know. Sanko for a release document. We have it. We will publish every single word. But so far, whatever you are seeing on the streets, whatever you are seeing on social media, all the quotes that you are seeing, they are all in the report. Are you true? Haven't you realized one thing? Have they come out to say any contrary thing to their own reporting them? No. All that they are saying is say, and correct, because they know say in Sambia amu huni nyina no, adebi amu tini nyina amu reading no in the report no. Every quote that you are seeing, every single quote is true. Now, I'm going to boss some tactics be, and I feel bad for Kennedy Japan and call for. I feel bad for them because what is happening in the MPP, no? Right now, the MPP, I say, a tyrant be a taking hold of the party, Ekufuado. On in the Bushia no, they are crazily bent on bringing Bawumia back. Until right now, no, the MPP as a political party, no, Kennedy Japan in the group, no, so who said, Abi, even though you're Jimmy, no, partner, and at the end of the day, you're position 48 years. Now, Faye, you say, Yanseniba Bediso. Now, you're sorry, yeah, and some of Mokacha and say, Mahamudu Bawumia will lose the elections, you know. And you see, when a party is divided, nothing should tell you the party is divided. As we speak today, the MPP as a political party, Bawumia is not the leader. Let's get this right. Mahamudu Bawumia is not the leader of the NPP. After 2024 elections, the party leadership was dissolved. When I'm talking about leadership, I had the party campaign leadership, or the campaign, it dissolved. You need any campaign committee. You need any presidential aspirant committee. So there's nothing like Bawumia and the leadership of the NPP. No. The moment you people come out, say, Bawumia, the leadership of the NPP, they were technically indirectly telling Ghana for any NPP for no makade say, party no, Bawumia dia. As we speak today, the NPP, Mahamudu Bawumia is not the leader. In fact, in the history of the NPP, Bawumia na sink MPP no, only candidate Japan na sink MPP no than any regime. Because when we are talking about 38%, 38% represent Bawumia, it represents Kennedy Japan, it represents Eddie Ekufuado, it represents Michael Kwe, it represents the leadership, the chairman, the general secretary. The 38 represent the abysmal, corrupt, hypocritical, stupid MPP that did not listen to Ghanaians. So none of these people are clean to come to us, to talk to us about the NPP. The 38% represent the silly minority in parliament. Because they have still not come to that realization, say, the party has degenerated, the party has no focus, the party has no leadership, the party is a party that needs to stay in opposition for years. Yes, sorry, yeah. The NPP are telling us to say, in the history of the Republic of Ghana and in the world, remember, in the history of this republic, and in the history of the world, the NPP now recorded the lowest general election results. Now, party where a party you need to go back. The problem now, mamunya 38%. You give it to the people, give it to the party faithfuls, give it to the grassroots. Read it. Let us all come together and solve it. Almost a party for the Jimmy, party for the foolish masses. Almost in for the doors or party into a little group, a small group can read and understand. They will keep the paper. Now, more for Mukwasia for no Kennedy. Any more for mono. More Munkoyan Kwasia Jumanian for 2 minima wine. Into Baomia and in the NPP leadership, they are going on a thank you tour. Thank you for getting 38, or thank you for the people still being stupid to still follow them. What is the thank you about? There should be a reason for a thank you. Thank you for losing. Thank you for not accepting that you disrespected the people. Thank you for protecting their incompetence. The thank you represent you people, the Baomia, Kennedy Japan, MPP, the corrupt, nepotistic party. Into this thank you, what does it mean? What they are using this thank you to do, and they say they want to indirectly use this thank you to start another campaign for Baomia. Into they will go to the foolish MPP base. So thank you. Now the end of the day, Muhammad Baumia Koye, Ekufuari do compremienu, and I'm premier and Sassono, into a Baba Damwase, the Amuya and Mumiam Munya Ding, Nayamwa Baumia, Aya Baumia and a Kwakoya campaign. It is not any thank you to put the party together. They want a way for Baumia to start campaigning. So this thank you tour is for Baumia to start campaigning earlier than Kennedy Japan. It is Baumia to start campaigning earlier than Oseche Mensa Bonsu. It is for Baumia to start campaigning earlier than all the people who want to compete and now contest for the flag bearership of the MPP. And Itina, Michael Kwemu said, we are not going to release the committee report because they have a strategy. They have a plan. They want to execute the plan, put Baumia ahead of the poll, and then later come to tell the people, say, option B anyway, this thank you tour is for Baumia to start campaigning indirectly from the base. Because one, we all know Kennedy is mentally not stable. Health-wise, Kennedy is not stable. He's frail. Mahmoud Baumia is a liar. He's not stable mentally. They know Baumia does not have that trust. Everybody knows Baumia is a liar. Baumia has basically lied to Ghanaians for 8 years. He basically led Ghana into a ditch, consistently lying and believing, say, the lies he's telling, it will become truth. Until they know they have no credibility bringing anybody on board. Oseche Mensa Bonsu has led the NPP in power to foolishly fool themselves. In Kwasiadio in Parliament, 90% Oseche Mensa Bonsu, and half in your 10% in Akano. So when you see Baumia going on a thank you tour, it is NPP leadership led by Kufuado and the Achim cartel who brought Baumia to indirectly put Baumia in front position for Baumia to start campaigning. I don't know more. They don't know because you see, party this point, party ni leader bia obia or attractive, and the party na ye can no MPP na ye can. Who in the MPP can come out and tell Ghana for say, Tomame, now Tomame a message Ghana. Why no MPP more credibility no? Are you MPP? You are the same guys we lived with in the last 4 months. And sometimes we want something to radio, TV, so, and they are trying to make it look like and you Jimmy 4 years and 4 months ago. What has changed? It's just 4 months. You're in Phoebe. Me obi nipa ba ko betuma be gina stage so maybe dem MPP ni. Na sa nipa no okaso be flag bearer. Why no no mobile be adwuma? The same person is going to work with Chema Wontumi. This same person is going to work with Abronye DC. Owusu Bempa Abua Papon. He is going to work with Dennis Miracle Abuaje Kronfo Dennis Abuaje youth for the sika over $4 million. Miracle Abuaje Jiskano. Miracle Abuaje close to $4 million. And Obefa in say one family bia. And it's a report on Besom release because Sasikana Koka Miracle Abuaje Sano. Baumia knows about it. They know. They use that money for special things. And in a report, it has been stated in say about $4 million went through the Dennis Miracle Abuaje. He should just release a report because then Ghanaians will know. Who is Baumia going to work with? Who is Kennedy Japan going to work with? Akwati Tiebina Wise Bosumbina, Obrenokoto, Maritime DND, Aquabina so New Jersey Bina. No, then Penabi yet taxes was the DNDBia, or better Ghana, 18 air condition. Aqua Ashik Tibino. Kennedy one on the Bayjuma. On the wine, Uncle Fanny Padaway, why Justin Kodia. Kennedy Japan, MPP, MPCR. Why not Kennedy Kofarena Bayjuma Bay something extraordinary? There's nothing these people can offer you. The party as a political party, no, I will say you guno. These people have told you Ghana for say Omati new party. I didn't know what MPP for him. Yet Tiana Omo founding member Bako. Yedi Rekubro what's his name? Omo founding member Bako Bekachem say party ni guno. Yati NPF National Patriotic Front. Into wemo what do Omo yadeng? Omo ngasa inside no mo gu party no. And Omo dada say your party be oho. Party nankasa gu. Oma Bekache said, Omagu party, no, and that there is a new party. So why are we sitting here looking at these people and say MPP in the way? Because right now, so me person me campaign my MPP. Me person me busa say, there in a menya campaign mano. Which of the MPPs should I campaign for? The NPP or the NPF? Because MPP for ya na Bekache said, what party for a friend NPF? Into why na yanshe nim? Why na campaign mano? Which party? Let's ignore these clowns. They are ignorant clowns. Now, Makache Ghana for enemy Nyanoma Santi for. There's something I want to tell you. Me entire Santi and I'm entire MPP. But me entire Santi niya with Jimmy. Any MPP niya with Jimmy. That is my position. Your MPP for nyansa for. Any your Santi for nyansa for. Your Santi for Jimmy for. Any your MPP Jimmy for. It depends where you put yourself. Yawa awuna fo Jimmy for ene wa awuna fo nyansa for me a mixed race me half caste me papa yamfantini ena me maame awunani so oka se awunani Jimmy for me hu se me awunani Jimmy for I don't put myself in that class. So oka se awunani Jimmy for ni bia na se me bufu a na it means automatically I am putting myself in a class such as awunani Jimmy ni. So oka se infantini Jimmy for infantifo Jimmy for Nibia. So what can I be bufua? Then I am classing myself, putting myself in that category. Say me infantini me Jimmy. But I don't see myself say me infantini Jimmy for. Into who di infantifo Jimmy for tama, I'm not worried. I don't care. And it's because asantifo ni bi omo Jimmy actually you see yourself say you are in that category. And ebema wakoma aba say Kevin the Didia Santifo atem. Because one who say we are santini nyansenia. Why should we say sebio kromfo na yem shisho? We need to understand these things. May I have cast to? Udi infantifo Jimmy for atama, ebi Jimmy for atama. I don't care because me infantini nyanseni. Me ya wunani nyanseni awuna ni Jimmy ni me nya wunani Jimmy ni enti me ka se asantifo ni bi na mo Jimmy no e kire wo a wo Jimmy a ya asantini ne how na obi na adwene wo fia onim nyansa no he will never or she will never be angry because ohunu ho se onye Jimmy fo hwe Brian Champon watotoma ba asantimemu dia na obeka che PZ for or say I am ready to construct Bent Edu Market. Brian Champon, otna bemu 8 years. On baby a odi MP no. Kohole ko buso mo say omo regional hospital etiseng. Brian Champon ope flagberry di o MPP mu. We hu se mumu dodo no bi. Mo asantifo no dodo na mu di MPP mu no. Mumu dodo no mumu bi mu agimi. Enti ofri ni krom abetifi se de ndien. Ko di krom ko he regional hospital. Ko di krom ankasa ko he de wo ho. Go and see ono ne market woni krom. But wanye Brian Champon or flag bearer ye Oma ka to the team say oh asantifo ni bi di omo Jimmy. All that you need to do a gele a sichire konko t-shirt any promise fake promise and intina Brian Champon so abedru PZ take catch asantifo ni bi say me ba be see adwana mamo because onim say ya catch and say sa party we no omo mu bi no mte say nkokoto eburo obete kokwa so enti Brian Champon ba no wasese eburo gu ne butom wasa eburo cap miensa gu ne butom oduru PZ wato eburo Brian Champon firi ne krom o say ono oye ready obesi PZ market no na me bu so o si market o de be rent ana say o de be che ne hotel bi na wesi na abosom dan na wesi egu nwure mu no e kwan kura ko hotel oro nyeye saa hotel na ode saa ne contract na ewo eye tema port Brandy Champon me ba kire mu ne contract ewo tema port one eye MPP for mo Jubilee House Brandy Champon or contract to tema port people don't know it's in people's names Brandy Champon me say our contracts ewo tema port ewo names of people I just say me unim ne wa minim Ghana eti Brandy Champon atutoma ba bedura santimemu o show mo nim saa o se we mu de sebi obi agimi eti ma men kan kire mo se ma ye ready se Messi PZ ono ne hotel na we si abusumfie na we sisi wonu kuro mu no ekwan na abusumfie ho no mumbuja se wa ye kwan no enso ene ko PZ obi gina ho body nsem ye nya be ma Kevin Taylor de we gimi Brandy Champon hu se mo agimi chen enkra ohun mu asantifo de bi ni PZ fo de bi se mo agimi na nka eden no ofiri kuro meka so be PZ amamo ada ni kuro market wo ho wa ye wie ni kuro regional hospital we si awie Brandy Champon ni kuro problem ni wo. These are the foolish things I keep talking about and ombe use mo ache omo read mo omo ni say mo asantifo ni bi de bia meka na mo bu ofu Kevin Tan asantifo da bi abo a oso na ne nam so me say mo asantifo ni bi mama mo ho kwan na MPP ejimi mo enita de bia meka me te se wo asantini a wejimi ene eye de cobra jai cobra no omo ye 30 kura jai omo na mantam asantini no efiri se atantini ba ko a se bia wejimi no o chen cobra 50,000 utumi ma na mo so ompe utumi ma na mo 1,500 so ompe ope 100 bags of rice adentra because mo mumu bi ni jimi no adidi omumu abepie omo to adane koko weja inti yenya dai mempon because who video be on TikTok na maami bi ai yenti asie se mahama no ne Kevin Taylor nkasa yeni asa so jibi kono a weni fun se ebeto da betes bottle ase ene on ti de ba ase wa weni munwan se ebeto da bottle ase on ti ase enti den ena Kevin Taylor no ena mahama na nkasa na me fa wo use ko tena baby anjini watise nkofo kebi waso TikTok hwa na no so hwa ha apantan se fork enkwasiasam yetumufu awonte enitina Brandy Champon tumi jani krom metumi de ni krom pictures a kirawo ni krom regional hospital metumi de pictures a kirawo ebe ye wonwa sa asema miken Brandy Champon baby odi MP no omote sa asema ebe ye wonwa papa omaka say hey kobrani we free krom ha ma yedwa ya regional hospital siwo ema bibia say wakwa asantifo no de na be ma Brandy Champon atutom deche ya de fosoro no na Brandy Champon so de namfom de na be ma na tom deche ago pia santima ka che PZ for so are you ready to build the market de na be ma na kasa e kire ohu omo ogina omodim ni se omo jimi me say e de na be ma Brandy Champon free ni krom asha long sleeves deche aba santima abegina PZ akase why ready to build the market de ntina mane kasa when he looks around and looks at your faces ohwemunim na ohwa around a ohun se mududu no magime mama party adokromo ejesia no opese obey flag bearer of NPP enti tuebro eno abegina eye PZ blue light no tuebro ena mugu ase na mososo kuko ombeya musa for a long time because NPP no ana MPF no enyamba power no ebeche NPF ebeche rough the new patriotic front until some change your logo no for another 35 to 42 years. This is the reality. Now, Mamin Chawa David, you say NPP the more for. Look at this. NPP for lawyer paying the back womb. What to the two or say the NPP is much stronger in opposition than maybe when we are in political power. So I'm a former here. PZ for where your friend Frank Davis, on a MPP lawyer. Some more court here that the women and the more court MPP lawyers nominee. What are some more can? PZ for what brofonasi or say yani MPP for Adiana Gazodo need to forma your opposition and your one for so your power ya say moi. Brofwa, we smoke away catch up with TV so no. When any more from any mountain time. Any mountain time. Or TV so catch them say, or young people ni, or young people lawyer penny. Or can you miss no crack catch them 38.2 for say? Or see any MPP ni dear, Obianim. Your opposition dia, yet to me boy, you may say, yet to me, de dem abani ye, Jumano de also ye. Near the 2 Michelle and some dia near than in chain, as some will be an anokai no. What ya santimemu dimatem. Omo mudimu party de ma when you scan. Omo can be a woman party muno. Almost the opposition a yamamo. Also to one me kontokwa. O to ma obuofu. Nipa na odi we nimu na wo say party we beba power 2028 no. Nipa ne catch will say party na utimu no. Ni position ankasa your position. If it's a more position na musu nyansa amunimu nyansa. Na power ankasa de anytime I did to me be sha mu say no matter in ketia. Enti ano no me problem. Frank Davis na eka. Anything de bia no me hu say mra ntene beba wo bi tete TikTok, Facebook, ye dede ena mahama ye say and ena mu say ntia nya den. Yanya den lecture wa bombia say no ye. So people, as I'm telling you, so you know, Abi know. So you know that when the consequences of the electronic emphasis lecture bi obombia de bia no you see ai it say anu mwanka san yanya dan ah esi anu mo ye de na mo TikTok esu ye tietie mu na MPP no yanya dan mo party mpenifo say opposition e yema mo ehọ na mo gimi ye ye de tumi hye mo so na madan nketia enti yanya dan yentam tumi mamo mo party mpenifo say mo gimi in power. Na omo mudi manim no ka kire se mo gimi a eye dan na yetumi sorry ka se ye de tumi ma wo o ma me se wo gimi adenti na mentam tumi ma wo o wo fa odi wanim a odo ba school no wa ka kire headmaster se me ba we o ye gimi fo adenti na me ma wo baby ntina wo school ho because wo fa na odo free fie ba na ka se wo gimi we Frank Davis yenya den lecture bia obon bi ogina officer ogina lecture hall. So as you see the NPP which is now NPF, the party was actually formed at Menchia. So when you look at the tribal background of the you mean na amankwa of the wabon obwa or some of the sort of so inti yenya den yenya den you see almost yenya den. This is the reality and nothing is going to change it. Mina our time it will not change MPP the way they work. And there's something I need to say here. Majority of the people who don't like this platform, MPP for I'm share me I'm on per platform we know. You not liking my platform no, it will not change the way NPP does its things. It will not change the perception Ghanaians have about the NPP. You not liking me no, it will not make that anger now more share Ghana for no, it will not let it disappear overnight. Muna musem pemasem na you don't like my platform no. Sa DDEP teacher for affect you musika ehye no. It is not going to change it all. They are scared to even hear your name. When it comes to galamsey menace, yani eti communities more Ghana, echa Ghana Asian. Ye hu ye send your party mpenifua. Ye ma opportunity. Wun to me, Kate Demfua, Kojo Ponkroma, Samia Uku, Lord Kome. How am we ye galamsey? No money tia. They saw it. That is in there. They know the damage you caused. Amamfoko for amudi by force etutugu ye bonko photo. They saw it. You not like him, you know. Sa iya na wanted to Ghana for akumem during elections. Amu bo ni patwo. Amu kunko for. Those things are there. So whether you like me or you don't like me, sa Ghana na mobile na cedi no dollar na ewa 3.8. Amu moving the call 15 no. Ghana for mojuma she ya musika she or bank no. They are there. You not liking me is not going to take that away. That way now mobile number say ende ukuta passport ukuta Ghana card you are still not a Ghanaian no. It is still in the head of Ghanaians. They know some mama another opportunity. You will come and pack the Supreme Court again. They know some mama another opportunity. You will come and use family and friends. Gabi will come again. Bedieto will come again. They know that these people are still there. You not liking me will not change that. The people know you people are demonic. We are a group of criminals. They cannot trust. Politics is about trust. You not liking me is not going to take start pain in our Ghana for away. It is not going to take it away. So the better you guys understand and come to the table to understand, say, you need to speak truth, to save your party, and you see, the reason why the MPP you are struggling is because politics are changing, the dynamics are changing. Sa jandam politics enye dwuma biom. That is why right now you are finding it difficult to even know your problem. Because the NPP as a political party from 1992, you guys have basically built this party, built it block by block, all on lies. Now you are being forced to campaign, speak, show your competence on truth. That is your problem. And the reason Tiamo Brandon said, you don't know how to even communicate using the truth because it is not in your DNA. It is not been part of the party the way it was built. Right now, conversation is difficult for you. You cannot have a simple dialogue with Ghanaians. Because from 1992, your dialogue has always been about individuals, about religion, about tribes, about people hating other people. Now, those kind of things are not in our politics again. Now, our politics is about the issues. It's about what you can do, practical stuff. It's about the intelligence that you can exhibit. The NPP right now does not have that. And at this point, still, you can hear an MPP person sit on TV to say, Yane, Kungalam say, only any evidence to prove it. I don't know if you say, so because of Kungalam say, Ghana for an Galam say, we saw the danger and the destruction under the NPP. So we study NPP very well. You see, with me, one thing that of late I do a lot is to try to understand MPP for. Majority of Obomodi from 18 to 30, 28, 30, they don't even know how to communicate MPP message because Yadio Mobile Party, everything about the party was lies. Every communication was built on lies. So right now, for them to flip and start to speak truth, to let Ghanaians know that this party they can't do it. So they are stuck in their communication. They cannot flip it. And NPP communication, there's nothing. The problem here, what problem? No. Now, are they willing to change that style? No. Go on Twitter, go on TikTok, go on Facebook. They are still doing the same thing. They think, consistently, it will change somebody's mind. Messi Kurasini Ghana biem. Bebiani Ghana ye kurasi. No. Every single place in Ghana is like New York. And in terms of dissemination or the spread of information, it is New York City. Every single place in Ghana, it is Beijing. Serbia information move our China. No, the same way information move our Akontombra. Because when you have WhatsApp in China, the person in Akontombra, the same pace I was sending message, the same pace I'm also receiving that message. And do not underestimate some group of people in Ghana say when we grass for anytime last minute someone can say I a party I was just see ye conform near grass for no tenasem so ya aboa. Still you don't understand the 2025 kind of politics we are say. It is not like about obi a koko kweni to a krasini koko kweni bia ni Ghana o ye krasini obi o ye phobia ni Ghana o ye krasini. Every single Ghanaian enim the ekoso ewo Jubilee House. Every single Ghanaian. So don't think you can still play the 4-4-2 formation and win power. It doesn't work like that. There are millions of people in Ghana watching me tonight. Millions. There are millions watching me on TV, millions watching me on Facebook, millions watching me on YouTube, millions watching me or listening to me on radio. There are millions. There are people, when they pick my link, they send it to their grandfather in the village, and then the young boy staying with their grandfather will click on it, it will come on his phone, and they watch. All that they need is 5 city data. So do not underestimate anything. And the NPP is still not there. They still think it's a Ghana-phobia Jimmy. That is how they treat Asante-4. The NPP till now are still treating Asante-4 since 1979. They are still treating Asante-4 to say, and it's in 2024 elections and a shocking because the NPP as a political party, they holistically see Ashanti region say, oh, you crassy. Your message on say, a free year, Akwana Ghana will be any yano. Akwana say doctor, fake doctor no. Also, better radio so before election 2024. No catch the Obi say, your message, Accra the conform, I was see a concrass, still, they don't understand. So about politics message baby a call from pa e nkura e baby a ofre ho kurase no. The people you people consider kurase for no omuti information and san ye na one cry na ya busy no. Obi a one cry osori no pa why busy or pedi obedi up and down. A few minutes no do me checking the phone. Obi a wo akontombra o ye kokoku edi no. Okoni kokoku phone ba na so osoni radio na so osoni phone. He has all the time to follow the news. He has all the time to monitor what is happening. Enti yani e one kind no Kumasi ni takrade no yanko hasala ambredu fie anadwo 9 na ye be hwese Kevin Taylor no na nipa na ogin se owe kurase no ekokoku edi no ono owo information ni nyina akra before ametenase. Do not underestimate a kurase di Ghana e kire we Jimmy, you don't understand politics. Now here something happened today and I'm so happy about it. The CEO of Tamale Teaching Hospital, Mate and Yesi Apamono, and one no. And I saw a video of the health minister going to Tamale Teaching Hospital, and what they went to see there, and they say the attitude of these people at the Tamale Teaching Hospital, no, the negligence on their part, how people are losing their lives, things they can do to make sure their lives are saved, you know. Oko Tamale Teaching Hospital, some people think say. They have this sense of entitlement, say, Yamomo position. So the process, the work, the ethics now, somebody, they have neglected that, people losing their lives. And do you know what hurts? They are say the people working in these hospitals, they are being paid by the people they are indirectly murdering. Because so how about time about hospital now? Oh, here oxygen keke. The hospital has to make sure it is always having oxygen, making sure there are places for emergency, Sa obatana or that stretcher sooner no. Sa obatana taxes the editors uncle Voe. At the end of the day, no, Omumu Yereni Omumba Eco Private Hospital. It is despicable. It hurts because Nipana Yadina Ketia ana network 8 week no. Sa Nipani wu and a when ye car every month and what they shana. So Akando today, when he went to the Tamale Teaching Hospital, Omu say clear-cut negligence was displayed at the Tamale Hospital. And at the end of the day, as the health minister, he needed to take action because the president has given him an assignment. President Namade Jumasa Onye, so when Tunye deliver, the president will sack him as the health minister. So he needs to also exert all the powers that he have to make sure say Ejumana Oyeno, Ejumana Eden, Edimu Emma president to keep on Emma Ghana for Enya Hoto. So at the end of the day, I had the CEO of Tamale Teaching Hospital, the health minister, powers of President Ramano was sacking the CEO. This is the kind of governance we need. Where Obiba said, this is not normal. It is not supposed to be done. What should be normal and what is supposed to be done? Senka Rome ankon tokwa ankoko ankoje omanbia anka daben anka ntokwa besimo obia kwaje omanbi. Something needs to be happening at a point. And I am telling the health minister, he should not stop there. Go to Konfanochi Teaching Hospital. That place is a death trap. There's one thing people do in Ghana. The moment they are moved to be CEOs of agencies and especially regional hospitals, what they do is they try to turn a office into a chieftaincy office. And one particular place, Amehupani Konfanochi Teaching Hospital. Every time they are posted to be uncle headed Konfanochi Teaching Hospital, what they do in the say, they will then go and attach opposition to Menshia. So you will see, say, the CEO of Konfanochi, at the end of the day, say, oh, he's an officer cry. You need to go through Menshia before you can access the CEO who was appointed by a president or a government in power. And it's a West State Konfanochi problem now. Majority of the time, the job that is supposed to be done by the CEOs at Konfanochi Teaching Hospital, majority of the job, the CEO makes you even believe, say, he is working for a chief instead of the government. And the Konfanochi now open information because the CEOs now they are so affiliated to Mensiano. People are even scared. Nurses, doctors are even scared to tell you the truth about the real stuff happening at Konfanochi. Because Obi wa Konfanochi, now Junior say, So only menshia fine. There is no way even a president can sack him. And it applies not to just the CEO now, it applies to previous CEOs. That is what they do. Go to the Western Regional Hospital. The same thing. The last time we did a whole editorial on the Takoradi Regional Hospital. And you see how badly they are managing the hospital. You will be shocked to know, say, when these people are called, CEOs are called by health ministers to even render accounts, to let us know the real issues on the ground, they basically, at the end of the day, try to push the matter to ahimfie. As much as Menshia is doing its part to revive Komfo-Anokye, the biggest problem of Komfo-Anokye is its leadership affiliation to Menshia. I'm telling you. Into go who see obi Komfo-Anokye na on perform no you say on the ne wofane nana on the okomensia on the otumfo penasem pa into adwuma na oye no a engina na so no the moment you try to touch the person yes oh where the mensia penasem o into untumi fa unsanka no. And this is not just the Ashanti region. Go to the rest of the regions. You will see, say, majority of these CEOs, no, pay homage. They have basically made Ahimfie over Wasa area as their second office. Yeah, can one hospital or Ghana a death trap anchor. We are say, Broni ne di Ghana so because Yembuntungu Komfo-Anokye. I'm telling you. Upon all that Otumfo is doing, it is not the Otumfo and Komfo-Anokye or whoever is helping Komfo-Anokye, no, it is Komfo-Anokye's problem, 1%. Komfo-Anokye problem, 99%. All the things you are seeing there, you see, acquire 1 room, you acquire 3 room, here Komfo-Anokye. It is a percentage of Komfo-Anokye problem, less than a percentage. Yeah, your mayanki ni I already say about changing your health system now. Komfo-Anokye and some regional hospital or Sanka right now, you bought 2 gwesi for dada. But you see, as my making, Adia betching, Oba betina TikTok, Oba betina Facebook, Obeka se Kevin Taylor de Kwasia, Kevin Taylor de on Tire Santifo, Kevin Taylor de Shady Oki Kanka, a year then I'll cast a Komfo-Anokye CEO. Adia betchina ne mamia fenesi. You do not do Komfo-Anokye, oxygen kekeni mami nyanun mamiu. These are facts. And don't always go to Ho, go to Takoradi, go to Komfo-Anokye. And the Tamale, you go, you people know the truth. Meaning problem, no. The problem is not fixing one ward or going to put tiles in one room. The problem is the roots, no. The structure itself needs to be demolished. Now, Senka Seria, Afari, any all these hospitals are Sebio Yesin or Ghana or Takoradi, Sankanina effectively are working. It will be easy to break down Komfo-Anokye. Yeah, it will be easy. But because we are refusing to insist to say, I was say these hospitals that are equally equipped to say Komfo-Anokye are put to use for the pressure on Komfo-Anokye to be taken and handed over to these hospitals for Komfo-Anokye to be broken down. You see, and yet death trap. That is our problem. Into the Tamale Teaching Hospital CEO near Pamano, it is in the right order. And I don't want it to stop here. Go to Takoradi, go to Ho, go to Komfo-Anokye, go to all these places. Say CEO, we need to sack the person, sack him. Or he be appointed CEO in Ghana. No chief is paying any CEO in Ghana. Or he be anywhere Otia CEO be or Ghana every month. Every incentive CEO be Enyan or Ghana, no he be anywhere CEO cash on them. Or he be anywhere Otia CEO per diem. A yen in Otia CEO car into the health minister, go out there, anybody who is not delivering, sack them. People can scream because people find it difficult to adapt to change. That is why, and the Chief Justice Assembly, some people are making it look like, say, ya will be minimum sekai. No, we are adapting to change and we need to change things. Now, here there, Mumayam Bonra, a year, galamsey. Now we all know a Juma a year NPP abain a year for galamsey the negligence, the deliberate destructions of our water bodies, our rivers, our forests. Ghana Nibia 8 years, senior MPP Abanwe essay Ghana and Sasi. Now, when you compare what is happening in Ghana, or maybe Anka Ama Kofi Bua, and also land minister for 20 years. Remember, Ama Kofi Bua has been minister of land for less than 4 months. Now, when you see the way the government is dealing with galamsey, the way the government is fighting galamsey in less than 5 months, then it means there is a lot of hope. It means so you're Ghanaian, you have to be happy. You have to be happy because it is looking like the government of the day has this will, is ready to fight galamsey. Now look at this.
Say baby atwaso. Edien na ye atwaso. To wit, this is the land our forefathers left for us. With their blood and sweat, they toiled and tilled the land so we can enjoy the fruits of their labor and the goodness of the land. We had one responsibility: to take care of this land and pass it on to the next generation. And yet, what have we done with it? This is the Tano Nimri Forest Reserve in the heart of the western region of this beautiful land of Ghana. This is what betrayal looks like. This is what Akwanta Mining Company has done to the Nimri Forest Reserve. What should have been here should have been trees, ancient trees, older than our grandparents, trees that whispered our history, trees that held rains and fed our rivers. Now, they are just corpses in a graveyard. This is the Tano River, which once gave life to the people of Summerboy and its environs. Children swam here, women cooked with it, farmers watered their crops with it and drank from it. The fufu and palm nut soup we so enjoy was birthed here. Today, it carries the blood of the land, murdered for gold by greed of Akwanta Mining Company Limited. Thick brown poison swirling where crystal waters once flowed. These men, they may be criminals, and yet they are also victims, desperate souls, paid peanuts to dig their nation's grave. But the real criminals, they sit in air-conditioned offices, counting their blood money.
I was afraid I had gold post. What you say? Solid money. Mami Fabio Munchero. What you say? Solid. What you say? Solid money. Solid. What you say? Solid money. Mami Fabio Munchero. Solid money. I'm talking about solid money. What you say? And the casa want to me was Sika. Anya bango. And your gold. And it's all gold here. I can't watch me. What it? Mami Fabio Munchero. Mami Fabio Munchero. Solid money. We are talking about solid money. Solid money. Oh, and that's Mami Fabio Crasacho. Mami Fabio Musacho.
These machines didn't fall from the sky. Someone bought them. Someone imported them. Someone profits from this genocide of our land. And their names are in government files. The future of our children is stolen before they can even spell their names. The water they drink is poison. The air they breathe is dust. And the men who did this, they dine in the city's finest restaurants. This is not mining. This is treason. Every pit you see is a wound on Ghana's body. Every excavator is a knife on our back. We knew this was happening. We let it happen.
Akonta is but one of the many entities causing these grave devastations to our land. A sin against God and against humanity.
But today, we choose. Will we bury our children in this greed? Or will we bury the traitors behind bars instead? President Mohammed's administration is poised to make a choice for a greater good of the people of Ghana.
It shall be the policy of this government to ban the issuance of leases for mining in all forest reserves. We shall also move promptly to revoke all leases issued for the same purpose under the previous government.
We are not going to spare anybody who ventures to do illegal mining in our forest reserve, and we've made it clear in the coming weeks you will see steps being taken by the Minister of Environment, Science and Technology. And so my message today, having reclaimed this shelter belt on the fin, is to all of the thugs that are in all the other 43 forest reserves. We are coming to you. We are coming after you. The chain of people who are involved. The investigation has commenced, and thanks to the effort of the investigators, we are tracking them all the way to their financiers and to those who sell or rent those excavators. They are all going to face the full rigors of the law.
Patriots of our land, rise. We must stop the bleeding. We must stop it now. We cannot keep doing this to ourselves. We deserve better. Ghana deserves better.
So, Ghana situation ni. This is what the NPP left. Do you use 3 months to finish this, to cure this? No. What is the government doing? You are seeing it. You see how the minister is working day in, day out. You see how people are putting their lives on the line. This is the trademark. So, NPP. This is the NPP you just saw in our forest reserves. Today, I'm about to TV so catch the Ghana for say, a demonstration because 2 months, 3 months, NDC are buying and survey galamsey. Sanko for so see a chum near the second war minimum. Today, the same fools, these same criminals, the likes of Chairman Wuntumi, Kojo Ponkroma, Kate Jemfua, Samia Uku, Lord Kome, Kukuba Komone Gabiocheda Komono, the likes of Chairman Wuntumi Nasefono. Today they are on TV telling Ghana for say, after this destruction, in the name of politics, D Ghana no, 3 months no, yen solve a problem in tea, yen jai bibia ni blame John Mahama. Recently, omoko che edien. Omokoche Chairman Wuntumi ne saita na sebio on the Chinese for gum virgin forest. Chairman Wuntumi, and as we speak, you are ahemfo. NPP 4-way person by Chairman Wuntumi, national chairman of the NPP. I'm be the national chairman. It should worry you. You should be scared. This is Chairman Wuntumi. Video I'm the chira and thousands of such distractions are in Ghana. The party in opposition, NPP, no, NPF, no, they are thinking of making that guy the national chairman. Sad distraction, Chinese for we know. Chairman Wuntumi was just a regional chairman. Obetna TV so betna 2482 asase so e wo menhia eyi gold free ni pano no or just a mere regional chairman. Now or a chairman of only Ashanti region. Now the NPP want to make chairman to me the national chairman, meaning region biaba beshana say. That means the destruction of why just one region, 2 regions, 3 regions, you know. When he's given the nod to be the national chairman, he will take all the 16 regions and destroy it. This is the NPP. It's a party near dangerous. These are people you cannot play with. These are people who kill and they enjoy the destruction they have done to Ghanaians. These are crazy stuff. Also recently, Mote Abrewa Ninkran. Sa site we know omoko destroying recent soldier for kwena. HM want to be site. Abrewa Ninkran bina soldier for ho you see a whole forest mu, you see a whole city. Your electricity plant, your brothel, your shower for joint, your baby a ton red, your baby a ton restaurant. Chairman want to me the build this site no inside the forest. Chairman want to me. Because he was just a regional chairman KKO. And they gave him the room. Nana do dan kweku for the Gina TV so catch say a contaminate na ye nyina ye nima land commission publish a document e kire so mo ye galamsey no Nana do dan kweku for the Gina TV so catch say ono na the presidency at all a mining is not involved in illegal mining. The same time na Akufo-Addo kasa no na chairman want to me a mining company no na omu see a Abrewa Ninkran na they were building a galamsey hub. They were building a galamsey hub in the middle of our forest. Nana Akufo-Addo knew. Every single regional minister of the NPP knew. Every chief, Sadio, we are building on towns. They knew. They gave him the room. They built a whole city inside a virgin forest. Chairman want to me at the excavators Bunya, a virgin forest. I could see a whole galamsey city. Now, there's something you don't know. The lands minister issued statement, Amakofi Boa. And I'm going to do everything possible to support this man in his fight against galamsey. He's not sophisticated. Maybe he's not the kind you see or share a very shiny shirt, living a flamboyant lifestyle, trying to speak the perfect English. But one thing I know about him is he's Ghanaian and is ready to deliver. So me, I am willing to support the genuineness he's attaching to this fight. Let me tell you, the fight against this menace is not going to be a 4-year fight. It's not going to be an 8-year fight. It's going to be a fight that is going to take long. That the reason why we have to understand, say, we can only win this fight, we all have to be willing and ready to keep this momentum and keep this government. Because the people who caused this problem, they are on the sidelines. The NPP are sitting. They are waiting. They want to do us harm. They want to put the final nail. It's me. Whatever I can do to stop a NPP from coming back to do this, I'll do it. And I'll do it with the incredible facts. And you're personal. It's not against an individual. It's not against the party. It is against people in the party who have bad intentions to destroy this nation. It's Amakofi Boa. Amanfo Huno TV so. When he saw the video and other things that was shown to him as the minister, he cried. And my MPP communicators and me myself, I wrote it on my Twitter. Amakofi Boa, stop crying and do the job. The reason why I wrote that was that we all have our low points. But when you get to our low point, we need to understand that low point is telling us that we need to fight the battle. Unless you're not human. And I'll be with the destruction in the forest you just saw, now feel sad. He is sad and crying because right now the responsibility is upon him to save your child. Every single Ghanaian, the 32 million, 33 million Ghanaians, Ghana, no, every single child, na brabo insure benum every single day, it's on this guy to make sure he fights it. This is a burden. And unless you are not ready to fight this, you wouldn't mind. Sabio, Saoko, na kabo obi krama da kwanwa, you don't feel it. But Saoko na kabo krama da kwanwa, you feel it. And the guy is feeling it because he knows that it is not just him. It cuts deep. So when he sits on TV to cry, he's crying because he sees the damage. He's just an individual who came to occupy an officer, a fellow human being. Ashadatnasi are destroy. And I know every single day, or who saw video now, is going to remind him, is going to tell him, is going to ginger him, he's going to tell him that the sacrifices and the promise you made to the young people of Ghana, you need to fulfill it. Make sure you fight this galamsey. Leadership is what you are seeing. People are hurt. He put himself in your shoes. He put himself in that ordinary Ghanaian or praso or ekura galamsey no or yini who free a member of parliament position mu or yini who free a ministerial position mu or yini who free Mayor Amakofi Boa. He placed himself of the Western region. He knows what galamsey can do. At that moment, he wasn't doing politics. He has left that zone. He was in that zone that was realistic, that this needs to be tackled. So this is not a joke. It is not politics as usual. This is a national disaster which was brought upon us by the NPP, led by Chairman Wuntumi, Kate Jemfua, Samuel Wuku, Kojo Ponkroma, Gabi Ochredakon. This was led by Lord Kome. This is a disaster. This is genocide inflicted upon us by a political party called the NPP. So unless Unia Badaye, you don't have empathy and sympathy to understand what we are talking about. Obia wawu Ghana, yawu no Ghana, or waba Ghana. Na Junior is obewu, amyesie Ghana no. When you see this kind of destruction, it hurts you. Echire wu nye nipa. Echire wo ya aboa. Echire wa politics e jimu. Echire you want to tell me the past 8 years we were not in Ghana. Until when a young man, a young woman, because of politics, but not social media, ebekase, and the John Mahama unsolved galamsey. Now it's a sani pano or sabua or see a chichire near what's second one minimum. Because then they still don't understand how deep that cuts. They still think it is politics. They still think me party ni powanti. They still don't feel for the Ghanaian who was being killed, who is being killed by the actions of Omwankasa party. They still don't get it. They still see this as politics as usual. Now the minister has taken action. And the minister was what? Or say Lands Minister Direct Minerals Commission to revoke Akonta Mining's lease for allegedly selling portions of the Tano Nimrim forest to illegal miners at 350,000 per concession. So, dear chairman, want to me ya mumudu do montia sedeni. Maminye we na afi yenye CG story no. What is happening is say, and nutina chairman want to me sometimes no otumi jina TV so bo so aka kire mo say, onye galamsey bia, no Chinese is working for me. Go to court if you have evidence. The reason why in here abuaba we etimi bien anokasa asem kire Ghana for, even though Krampono, there were evidence on record, on file, say the Lands Commission clearly came out to tell Chairman to me say he is doing illegal mining. The reason why Tuminya Saku could do the kasa asem no make sure trick no. And that is something he has been doing for years. And it's not to me a bold no alternative to say Menya Galamsey. What Chairman to me does and say Chairman to me and then a Akonta mining no, they don't have a license or lease to mine. They don't have it. Now, Chairman to me hides behind a prospecting license. Now, the prospecting license, different from a leasing license. Now, and our license to mine. Now, what Chairman to me does and say, San Nimrim Forest, or the prospecting license, and or the koye eko boo assassin gumu, eko boo forest, So what he did is say, or the patapa and illegality and our GBB a friend prospecting or kotutuneni or correction say be a gold baby or who go na ansana waba abekas okay me be yankrata aje license and me de be den ebetu egudie. What he did was the NPP government eman all the access and he hid behind what we call prospecting license. It was just a license and would do rural virgin forest and ukoko ho asase or the license ebu acres to guye. Now, do you know what he does? Orasa sinimua say a 500 acre and now 500 acres, whatever you want to call it. Now, or the Chinese for na ba, or the Chinese for na ba. Now, what sasina momo. Tie. Now, let me read something to you first before I continue this. Now, you see this document. A document, your friend of Minerals and Mining Act, as amended by Minerals and Mining Amendment Act 2019 Act 995, arrangement of sections. Now, sa act we and a chere so beso oya mining organa de also we any de ni so we de mrana ma ho kwan any de mrana emma ho kwan. Now, this was what Chairman Wontumi did. Sebio, at this point, no, maybe chiro ni secret. Anything I'll say, obi antumi njeli no. Now, so share a year Minerals Mining Act now. Also, your ownership of minerals and cadastral system, minerals property of republic, compulsory acquisition of land available for application for minerals right. Now, so sa act we want. This is what you see. Let me read this part in show. Now, so section 14 of the Minerals Act now. This is what it says. A minerals right shall not in whole or in part be transferred. A minerals right shall not be in whole or in part be transferred, assigned, mortgaged, or otherwise encumbered or dealt in a manner without the prior approval in writing of the minister, which approval shall not be unreasonably withheld or given subject to unreasonable conditions. You see amount license or Ghana, say whether to prospecting license to mine. Emrani chere say sa license the mawo Kevin Taylor, the mawo Chairman Wontumi a. Only the right to say sa license no obeka se wodi ma obi edi akwakwa ye adwuma ana ode sublet obi ana say o ka say okay maje sa ade we midimu half may transfer lease we am asimesi sa we am akwaji lease won we 10 acres no may transfer half edi ama obi Ghana mrane kire say half o quarter o asase ni nyina no only the right to say obe transfer di ama obi. Say G now also fire den prospecting. G now also fire den fire mining. Emranitia, whether whole or half or piece. Emranitia say you need to go to the minister and take permission. You need to go to the minister for minister to write and sign and say you have been given the approval to do what? To sublet. To basically say what was assassin be mo be say or no so nyeden or no so anyden and mine was so into so prospecting license and now mining license emrano Minerals Act say won't mean transfer ma obi a won't me and trust assassin be mo be say wo so eye akwesia mankwa jennifer your prospecting or na mining was so emranitia. Now okay, point 2 now. This is what the point 2 says. Make sure be answer my church I want to me the oye. Besides, which one is this? Where the minister has not given a decision in writing to the applicant within 30 days of receipt of an application for approval, the minister shall, upon a request from the applicant, give written reason to the applicant for the failure to communicate a decision on the application. So, Obi Kra Chirokoma minister and said, Minister, Mena me chairman want to me, Bream Forest no maji 50,000 acres. Na me pese me di ebima obi no so area mining and as or prospecting. Se minister na respond kra after 30 days the minister na respond there. That person still uni ho kwan say at the end of the day obekọ akoye sade no. Enti se minister na respond kra, you need to find a way to communicate with the minister to get a written you are supposed to get a written documentation that from the minister officially that you can at the end of the day do what? You can at the end of the day transfer the land to mine. But until you are able to get a written permission from the minister, you cannot. Now, point 3 now. The reason required under subsection 2 shall be sent to the applicant within 14 days to receipt of the request. So basically, point 4, a dispute between a minister and an applicant or a holder in respect of a decision of the minister under subsection 1 shall be referred for resolution under section 27. Point 5, subject to the other provision of this section, an undivided proportionate part of a minerals right or application for a minerals right may be transferred, assigned, mortgaged, or otherwise encumbered or dealt with. So basically, what the law says in the say, so okoja sase, naga se oko prospecting, okoja sase, naga se okoye mining until obeji a written permission from the minister, documented and put on file. No, you don't have the right say obe transfer mobi. And I say, what about another company? Another woman ni pebi say omukrampo and mining also and someone prospecting also. That is the basic statement here. It is a chairman want to make oji brim forester. Say onu na eko mining. Nobody has the right to prospect. In fact, chairman want to me license an original brim. It is census, it wasn't mining license. It was prospecting license. It was what? It was prospecting license. Inti chairman want to me in the first place. Okuta prospecting license, okuta mining license. He does not have the right to mine. Now, my mentor idea, the AC. Mr. S. Now, chairman want to me we the oil and say. Let me put his picture on the screen. Send a beya ubiabe hun kwasi ade awoye. This is not the picture I'm looking for. Now, chairman want to me with the oil and say. The AC or brim no. The chairman want to me yen nyina Okoji asase no. Enti sa na oye no every part of Ghana. Owura Virgin Forest nim with prospecting license. Owura Forest nim a na or the force we wuram also koye prospecting. It be 50 acres, 200 acres. Owura asase nim a na owia we twitwa asase ni piece. No, try to 10 acre, 5 acre, 20 acre, 12 acre. Or we are not or the Chinese for na ba. Or the Chinese for na ba. No man the Ghana for no. ABA companies, no more partner Chinese for no. What he does is say, technically, Assassino is under prospecting, which belongs to Eddie Akonta mining. Now, we try Assassino my Chinese for no. Now my Chinese for the Ghana for no a partner. Now, terms on your mukon say. Asasibiano or the more 350,000. That is the Ghana is kind of 3.5 billion. Oh, we are not catching almost say every week go the biamo betunu Tuesday biano breaking day in Sanya Freno. Sa galamsey no mo every week go the biamo over 50% shares wom. Into that means say so to gold 10 kilos or 5 kilos. Into only chairman want to me no sa brim forest no. Waji to go prospect, but on your prospective also. Waji no asableti, which is against the Mining Act. And a Chinese for no mugusuno, a di assassino. It will be such chairman want to be say, chairman want to me ya galamsey or say me ya galamsey way. Dear na chesa me ya galamsey. But indirectly no, Chinese for no more sabri wonyina other part of Ghana. Ya galamsey no, ni sika. Until you will not catch chairman want to me standing assassin so to galamsey. But machines are all indirectly and dia. Omo mu ye dwuma wo eye insasene so nyina indirectly and dia. Every breaking day, omo breaki eye Tuesday bia. Gold bi o metano amene bi bia ne dia 50%. So you will not catch him say or na galam say anything they bia no say. So what evidence afane ko. Now what is happening is say our directors omo the mine na no. Now those directors no more lead eye Chinese for no under the pretense say they are prospecting. Na omo ye serious illegal mining. It's a way we to me a catalyze a mining no illegal mining in such a way say so when you would say analyze it and your investigations here you would never see him into the biano boss oh I contain mining for signboards here or some micro minimum or bois but obako shemino or see oh some media have prospecting it is so be your mining and yamia or bois. And it's an saying, Omoko, a abroad ninkrai, Any a brim one got the chinkophone, and assassin. Some of insassin or the force Nigeria, some of them so time or more power no, and your time in Ademano. It's a quaway no, ye can't insasia quasian penny were said organa, and ye easy. Insasia, what first so the galamsey, I say a kunipa, because in sure or say, and remember, all the rivers in Ghana, they are connected, they are interconnected. And Akwawe has used a certain way or the politics at their says your Ghana. Now, something is going to happen very soon. And you will see such a amount to me, Yancheno. But something will happen at Chema to Nankasa will hand himself over to the police. Eh? Akwawe, Bonia Wedi. Bonia Wedi. Nipa or the galamsey, I say, on my life for Ghana. Sir, those people leading his akonta mining, all of them will go to jail. And he himself, he will end up at the wrong place. Remember, Chema Wuntumi Dadao. During NPP what power 8 years, that is what Chema Wuntumi did. And he's still doing it. And it's in there, or down what a year, I could do catch Ghana for say, me galamsey, evidence of a chimney, because he thinks he can hide behind prospecting. And now prospecting no do brim. Edi di boneno. It is under a Chinese for a Brim River and a Brim Forester. Every single Chinese working there is working for Chema Wuntumi. Every Tuesday, what they do is they go and pay Chema Wuntumi because assassin and dia. But the Minerals Act says you cannot take assassin in the name of prospecting or even mining and do what and sublet it. Which minister actually granted, say, Chema Wuntumi to me sublet a prospecting land for somebody to do illegal mining? Because when even it's a prospecting land, it's when you are able to get a permission from the minister in writing, whoever gets a piece of the land should be prospecting. They cannot mine because you don't have legitimate mining license. Under the license that Chema Wuntumi using, he is not supposed to mine. He is supposed to prospect. So why is it say today prospecting has turned into Chinese foie? They are in the forest mining gold. You get what I mean? And the Kufuado, how many licenses and release here? Samuel Abujinapo licenses and the chair before they left power. This is the number of licenses and the Kufuado. This Urefi and the Kufuado. Answer and Kofoi every power. Mining license 2037. Busa adentra. Mining license a Kufuado. MPP are buying Edema a year omonko for 2037. January 2017 to 2025 for free power. 2037 mining license. They gave it to their own people to come and do galamsey in the name say omo license. And it's not John Mahama Mono and the minister Kofi Buamo Eka say they have cancelled all licenses omo issue now man for buofu. Adentina buofu. Say license a issue ma or legitimate. Now say license no problem ni one. Why should you be worried? Because you can reapply for another license because the document you showed, say a legitimate document, you deserve to be given that license. Why are you worried when the president says, another minister says, they have revoked all licenses? It is because majority of the people who are giving license and they go for, I don't know, they did not deserve it. They are criminals like Chema Wuntumi. Now, 2037 licenses and they go for, yes, this is what they did. Now, before I end this episode, my man bought this video. Now, share a year abrowa ninkran. That a year forest inside na Chema Wuntumi. I could build the Galamsey City. Galamsey City. Now, when you watch the video, and I know most of you guys watch my video, no, but you need to be worried. Let me ask you. In the MPP before Namuye, they say John Mahama and Sovereign Galamsey is here, no. Sa Abrewa Ninkran City near Sino and then 3 months in year. The Abrewa Ninkran and the Brim Forest, no, those habitats, sa in Krono Forest, no, it has been there for 80 years. Do you want to tell me, say, police for not Omo and the Kufuado ne Baumia, they didn't see it? Over such me say, Ghana Forestry Commission, they didn't see, say, a city was being built, a Galamsey city was being built, they saw it. Do you want to tell me, say, the leader of the military and the Kufuado, he did not see, say, there was a city being built inside a forest with thousands of people in there, with generators, houses being built, galamsey happening 24/7. They knew it. Why didn't they stop it? Adentina Abrewani in crying, and they are never stop it. A cry, a one woman, yes, see, at the blocks, bricks, aya plant, esi hotel, esi restaurant, aya kindergarten, ye galamsey 24/7. Over Chem said, for 8 years, Ekufuado abino, police ni be ehu, soldier ni be ehu, immigration officer be ehu. They saw it, but they were being protected by the government of the day. Abrewani in crying any. Chema galamsey city ni.
Indeed, he said the focus has been on Abrewani in because that is where we raided first, and that's where information started coming out. But just about 10 kilometers from Abrewani is Jerusalem. And Jerusalem is even far more bigger and far more west than Abrewani. I wonder why they chose the holy name of Jerusalem for such a terrible community, Islamic illegal mining. But then in the Jerusalem vicinity, because they had a wing that the Abrewani area is now lying desolate and in ruins, and people may have lost their property. They had a wind of it, and at the time we entered Jerusalem, people were moving en masse. People were moving, lots of people were moving en masse, packing their tents. You could see a lot of these tricycles, these projects, these aboboyes, cutting so many things out of the community. We allowed the people to leave before we raise down that community as well. Aside that, there's also a third community called Wasan Crime. For Wasan Crime, it is not a slum. It's an actual community, but they have provided that haven for the miners to come and settle among the community. They have structures, concrete structures, buildings, nice building, better sanitation over there. Indeed, he said the focus has been on Abrewani in because that is where we raided first, and that's where information started coming out. But just about 10 kilometers from Abrewani is Jerusalem. And Jerusalem is even far more bigger and far more west than Abrewani. I wonder why they chose the holy name of Jerusalem for such a terrible community, Islamic illegal mining. But then in the Jerusalem vicinity, because they had a wing that the Abrewani area is now lying desolate and in ruins, and people may have lost their property. They had a wind of it, and at the time we entered Jerusalem, people were moving en masse. People were moving, lots of people were moving en masse, packing their tents. You could see a lot of these tricycles, these projects, these aboboyes, cutting so many things out of the community. We allowed the people to leave before we raise down that community as well. Aside that, there's also a third community called Wasan Crime. For Wasan Crime, it is not a slum. It's an actual community, but they have provided that haven for the miners to come and settle among the community. They have structures, concrete structures, buildings, nice building, better sanitation over there.
Now you understand what is happening. It's the Adena MPP for Ayeno. They know what they have done. They know what they have done. Anything that they are quick to say, yay, NDC, I don't know, most of people say, these are animals. There's one guy, Chairman won't be director about if an Andy, Kumasi Obi Animno, Otum for me, Obi Animno. One of the most diabolical boys ever Santimemu. Galamsey a boy we a monitama a chairman won't be Andy. Or child in the picture of a criminal boy. Excavators, Boni Patrol. Andy is the one who is leading all this thing for Chama won't me. One of the directors, a friend Andy, one name was Santimemu. Andy, Munina Munimuno. Insu yes say no, Boasia yes say Boase, Asantimemu, Galamsey, Mensianimuno. Omunim say he's a criminal. Or he be any Asantimemu Onimandi. Chairman won't be directors, boys and Asantiniba, Omunoma saying Sudina, Omunanim. Kevin Taylor Kokape, yes, you muadie. Kevin Taylor Mwotum for, Kevin Taylor Mwasanti for. Chairman won't me director Andy, Omutia Santimemu, Muzomo. Mumusa Andy, Mumunyina munim, Ejuma Andy ye, munim. The directors ne ba no. But time go talk. Time go talk. Now, Mummy go straight to CJ Assemble so. Now, Yenjum Emma Ghana for Ehunu Kreno. It's exactly 6:20 p.m. US East Coast time. Me sure say Ghana about 10:20. Now, Mummy Nyabutre na yenka assembly. And it's got to do with a year Osono Mame, Chief Justice Madam Torkornoo. Now, Madam Torkornoo and the Asema Bedaho Nyina Chere say, the president petition Bebka nsa miensa. Ghana Mrano Chere say say odi hunjuma. Now, petition Beka president nsano. And the petition no sebiu obo Ghana fo nyina obo ya mane say on the president petition bia beka nsa. Na emom emra Chere say enyo no nkwa na hu nyansa ode bu Ghana man. Petition for Chief Justice ho into or the comma a Council of State. Emma Council of State for so ababa emu hwe de wom. Na emom de wom no omu se ngina so bia wo so a na de wo so mo ye no maye. Emu ana Chief Justice Babo ntin beka kire Ghana fo nyina say what is the president ewo petition bi na efa no ho. Inti or insist president ever petition man no so kan. Na president Emma no edian endankwan so 7 days na on kan. Sa some the a president Yamum, if the Senate president expect to say the Chief Justice will go public. He was expecting the Chief Justice to contact him quietly, directly, professionally, respectfully, nicely, and to demand for a petitions, for her to also look at the petition. Now, Chief Justice Eddie letter beto abontinema MPP platforms to say, or per se a good president anima say. Money looking like he said, President Ewan who adwene bone. Into or the letter beto abontine, and or catch the Ghana for say, I am at a petition about President to her. Now me best president to the man, na me so me kind, na me share asama ya ketiame, me wo yano aname and a president can say, letter me beto abontine catch the Ghana for say, men saka petition me de koma a year Council of State no. Na enchre say, me so me mbo won kaye. President catch a Chief Justice say, some the letter be trouble until some the Command Council of State. And just say, wow, we Chief Justice Assembly for Hono. And ya dear me you are sutri. If the president can say, okay, so pese who a petition na me de bema ho emom upe 7 days and no crown is sa. President said the 3 days can home and be 10 days. Which says na president episode my Chief Justice. Akwenye biye wo wiase bia maninya emre ready to understand and to answer a petitions or questions. If the president was a bad man, if the president was eager to kick out the Chief Justice, and Kobeka said, Ubusa for 7 days, 7 days. But the president said, no, even though you asked for 7 days, it will be unfair for you to use 7 days to read all these documents. It's Miankasa as the president, I am giving you Osono Mame 10 days. And a President Mahama, a time 10 days, and the ma Chief Justice said, petition in a kind. Take your time and read and respond whatever is in it. One, and we should tell you how the president wants the Chief Justice to clear herself. The president gave the Chief Justice a lot of room, time to take her time to answer every single allegation. You will ask for 7 days, you might 10 days. Or responding after 10 days, na Chief Justice President can say, Emran Shan say, and I Emran say, the Council of State. Council of State Sebio, and yet wo enemy any question them quote Council of State. Yet to woman in our swaba, and ye kakrebi council, Sir Council of State, no, Ghana for the yen ya ko twaba ne ye omo. Enti every region bia ya twaba ne ye muni passe, mon kona mon Council of State Sebio enyansafo a Adebichi president adwene so a obetumi mu esusu ho advisory body a mo betumi two president fo inti eke Council of State even technically no Council of State no omo wo tumi krampo che parliament if we say they can influence the president when it comes to decision he will take. President no or tumi say obetake a decision from an executive order, but the Council of State can actually sit the president down and advise the president and say, Mr. President, where the woman dear, Nemum, Yana Ghana for to a swaba, Yan Semuno, Yaya over 30, you wouldn't say, oh, yen say an ye. It is the Council of State, they yield a lot of power. President na etam kratane de ma Council of State, say, Musumun Shem, say Chief Justice no, ni ya no one in some of the abano, say, e onjina swa, mumbe to me for wahum, na mi hu de meye. One, the first question every intelligent journalist will ask, because I sitting here, I have not seen the petition. Every single journalist, as far as I know, nobody has seen the petition. They know where they saw the petition. Problem and I believe say about 99.99% of journalists in Ghana, they have not seen the petition. So basically, we are working with what the Council of State and the President will tell us in the petition. Because the petition exclusively, the Chief Justice, the Council of State, and the President petition. It as I sit here, I cannot speak to the allegation. I can only speak to the process. President na ye no. Odi mraso. Time and in sabeka allegations. That is the first question every intelligent journalist will ask. Because Semeto Obama president and I'm ye president. I expect the president to follow the rules, the procedure. The president should go by some rules and regulations. The moment the president steps out of Emrana Eshadmani de Jumano, then he is not a democratically elected president. He now becomes a tyrant or a dictator. So, as a journalist, I am looking at the actions of the president. Is he working or acting within the constitution? Is he overstepping? Is he abusing the constitution? But to date, me who will be our Ghana will be an president of the republic. Time and Nsaka petition he has abused or stepped out of the constitution to take decisions that are against is against the constitution of the Republic of Ghana. I am yet to hear one person tell me, say, the president of the republic has gone against the constitution of Ghana. Because when the president goes against the constitution, it gives me the right to question or attack the president for him to understand, say, we gave him power to work within laws. Now, the moment a president free constitution, then it means the president is basically respecting us. The president is respecting the constitution, and the president wants transparency, accountability at the end of the day to be the hallmark of his governance. And so far so good. Me who's a Ghana Nibia Jina baby, from political elites to religious leaders to the traditional leaders to read the so-called ordinary Ghanaians. Me who's so be Jina TV so I can say President John Dramani Mahama will book Ghana Mraso IABB from the day and in Saka a petition. Now, there are some few questions we need to ask before we move forward. I'm a journalist, I'm a Ghanaian, and I have to be reasonable enough. Sanka Madam Torkornoo, I would have been asking questions. So Madam Torkornoo, with all due respect, so I would be asking questions because it's very important that I ask questions and demand reasonable answers that will make me satisfied. Because when I ask the questions and I don't get those reasonable answers, then it means my family member, my auntie, my mom, or whoever is being basically accused of something, it means that person is being treated unfairly. And I don't want anybody to be treated unfairly. As much as we have our political affiliations and the way we understand things and our limitations, we also need to understand, say, emra. So, it does not matter whether you're a president or you're a chief of staff. So, who will be kitchen now? Could bona suma or say mran chow. If you say, I am right, daho, Enisa or yes, so don't say, bo a bicycle, Nasa Woodia, Ghana mra or say chow. Say, a mouth to me, it does not respect, it does not matter whether you are the head of a department, you are the subordinate of the head, you are the chairman of a committee or a commission. As far as Emrao Hono, so boom rana swa. Your constitution is say I was set Emrano and Woody. That is what the basic law our constitution eka. So when you would say the constitution is not selective when it comes to application of the law. Now, there's something I want you to know. Question I Busan say, petitioners now petition the president, has it been established anywhere in Ghana today say they belong to a political party or card-bearing members of NDC? Till date, I am yet to hear say the people who petitioned the president are full NDC people. Ever seen there, Yentumi establishes our fact. That is one. Now, was the CJ given fair hearing? Was the CJ given enough time to look at the petition? Did the president do that? Two, the president did that. The CJ was given enough time. In fact, she was asking for 7 days. The president gave him 10 days, meaning fairly, the CJ has been treated well. The Obusa and the Krampono, president no Edibia Kaun. So, is the president still in the constitution? Is he working within the constitution? Has he done anything wrong? No. To me, and to you, the ordinary Ghanaian or rational Ghanaian watching me, these two things, there's nothing showing, say, petitioners in the NDC for. And secondly, there's nothing showing, say, the Chief Justice was denied the access to the petition. Remember, time and day, Charlotte say, Charlotte say, in her right, she was demanding for the petition. Nana Dankwe Kufuor, and this same MPP and these same some journalists in Ghana said there was nothing wrong with the president denying Charlotte say of the petition. Charlotte say was like, a man for trying your man for me who say you made me person me who your matrena. Nana Dankwe Kufuor say she cannot have access to the petition. But John Mahama has given the Chief Justice, who was demanding for 7 days to review the petition, John Mahama gave the Chief Justice 10 days. Did the Chief Justice exhaust the 10 days? Yes. Now, did the president follow due process? Did he work or did he basically perform his constitutional duty? Yes or no? Yes. When the president received the petition, did he take the steps that the constitution was demanding of him? Yes. So did he work or did he basically perform his constitutional right? Yes. So who is saying the president has done something wrong? At this point, nobody can blame the president for doing anything wrong, because the questions I'm asking, nobody can come out and say that the president did not work within the constitutional rights. We are talking about, is the CJ guilty of a crime? The question is she guilty? At this point, nobody has said that CJ is guilty of a crime. But when you hear the NPP followers, the NPP minority, the so-called the Ghana journalists, they are making it sound. Because I have not said in anywhere, any of my commentaries said the Chief Justice of Ghana is guilty of any crime. The NPP on the other side, or on the other hand, are making it look like say the Chief Justice is guilty of a crime. As we speak, no crime has been committed by the Chief Justice, as far as this process is known. The Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, Madam Torkornoo, Emrebia ni Ghana actually say we di bone. I was say yetina Ghana kasa we di bone or ye kromfo. Ya establish Emrebia. Bibia ni wa ya establish sebio se obi ohene sebio manisi sumina so. So obi a chiame na owo edien menhia. Na abayi bi baba kasa oh nana otumfo o chiame we ordinance akekame. Na otumfo tenase na ono ahwe eye gidia owo wo chiame nim se na chiame na aconduct no ho na ohwe chiame ne dwumadi a wadi a otumfo se tutuntumi sori nka se o chiame we metu ne to otumfo ntumi sori nka se because abayo an beka se me chiame de nsa akekame nti no mompam no nkobo no otumfo se tutu be frem penifo mo ahemfie na o madwene asem no ho omu wi ombeka se okay nana chiame abayo na asem na wo beka no sebio ye ntumi ntina ase hu se enokura na nye nokure sebio akwesida eba so obi be hu se ugina me nchen na okutapoma na me kasa na wo chechire mu a because asem no yen kan to ase hu se wo ye anase wanye no nana chiame we de esrew anka ma nipa na odi wechi ye ochiame keto no onu mom enkasa se ne be ya yetumi eka asem no ma ni kosi emupi ne ehu se wo son a wo betumi abedi uchiame. That is exactly what is playing out here. Inti nana chiame no obi nka se asem na abayo an kato no so no waye ana onyeye na otumfo said to person bi betra badwom aka say na ohene kase we na okyea me ade asamato no so a yehu say odifo ana odibem no otumfo said to ena ma okyea me we gina de ti into otumfo said to be kase na na kyea me mesraw o de tena fie man kyea me nketwa ba ko ne menko na asam no ye ba ne ye kan ye tu ase ahwehwem wie na say ohuson a akoside eba no na wa be di udrabre why na aka say okyea me na di bone. And this is basically what is playing out in the CJ matter. As we sit here, I cannot say, Madam Torkornoo has committed a crime. When the Betman establishes I committed crime, what the Council of State establishing is say, they are same to CJ so. Omudomu say sema I was see a domu score. Na ye be a day, ye bien shishemu, in Tinkebe ya anka Chief Justice no, Sebio, Mr. President. Dia ye wuni die ye be ye anka Chief Justice na anka ontwe no kakra na ye nhwehwe nsem num ye kohwehwem na se ne ho son a onsan be the Chief Justice. That is the issue here. Ye kuni pa Ghana why na ye this kan wo ni minimum. This is basic. This is the most easiest thing any simple reasonable intelligent Ghanaian onjimi e also what tiase enti adena bruhaha Adentina minority kasa say obi apam Chief Justice obi politics John Mahama or motive be why is any obi onim nyansa onjimi no why would we conclude because say MPP conclude this Mahama apam Chief Justice then it means say they know say the Chief Justice at the end of the day will be guilty of a crime. Me akwamiti I cannot pronounce that the Chief Justice is guilty because no investigation has been conducted. But John Mahama himself Chief Justice in a position or no a very sensitive position. A position it will be so bad for people to be pointing fingers at her when she has not been cleared of an allegation. John Mahama believes say, or no Chief Justice no hono, the position your position be a it will be very unfair. Say John Mahama, I'm a Chief Justice at Naho, na investigations the koso, na Chief Justice at the court, DSM, na majority of the people in court, in their head, they think the Chief Justice has committed a crime that has not been investigated. It is John Mahama as the president, the advice he's giving the Chief Justice is to protect your integrity and protect the office you are. Step aside. Let somebody who can also take over from you sit in when investigations, say investigations end there. Madam Torkornoo, you can come back and occupy your seat. Who in Ghana have said Chief Justice has committed a crime? Why not? Else what Ghana ended? Eka said the Chief Justice has committed a crime. And they said, Unimbibi. So when we say MPP for the the day, and the matter said journalists for be minorities no Eka sa MPP for one Eka say John Mahama time Chief Justice. Why? How? Aya then na John Mahama time Chief Justice. Now dear you say you expect journalists. You expect nipebia. Oji so much do. Now the question I want to ask and say it's Madam Torkornoo Osonomame above the law in Ghana. Who is above the law in Ghana? Madam Torkornoo's position it's a political position. She was appointed by a politician. Whether you like it or not, the position she's filling is a political position. And at the end of the day, it is only a politician who has the right to open investigations into Madam Torkornoo or whoever occupies that CJ position. So at this point, the question here is, Madam Torkornoo, is she above the law? Because we are talking about the three arms of government. There is the judiciary, which is led by Madam Torkornoo, the legislature, led by Alban Bagbin, and the executive, led by the President of the Republic, John Mahama. Now the question here is, all these people are mentioned, are they above the law? When a petition is brought against them, are they so above the law that they cannot be questioned? No. It does not matter who you are. The President of the Republic can be impeached. So if the President can be impeached, why can't we basically look into an allegation or allegations or a petition that has been brought against the Chief Justice? Unless, wait, Jimmy, unless you are trying to make it look like, say, the Chief Justice who is being questioned, the Chief Justice who is being helped by the President by protecting her integrity, unless who was some a political idea be a opesa will say Ghana for adwene. Now matter say MPP for kaka. Nana B afi nyomakin. MPP for the opportunity be at na TV so a. I mu yi Chief Justice ne dia say MPP ba power. Yes we me see. And you see this needs to go into the head of the NPP. Mobile power. Whoever is the Chief Justice, mopamono. The law is the law. Me ekwamiti. If the next Chief Justice to replace or the person to act, say, Madam Way, you are suspending, no. Whoever is going to act, I am Mr. Bafuboni. If he also goes against the law and a petition has to be raised against him, why don't we have to support it? It is a MPP for you say. Mokache Ghana for say, I ye Madam Torkornoo or ye MPP ni ye penasem ekufa na deba enti modia montwen power sesa yes you be change whoever is there as far as you have grounds, as far as the person has committed a crime, as far as the process is being followed, I have no problem. It may be some MPP for go around the country and tell Ghana for say Mosumunya to me and Mobile Chief Justice Monfanya mo campaign message. I want you to do that. Me say, how Ghanaians will accept that message. Me say, MPP for go to market, go to Ghanaians and tell Ghana for say, and the process na cost no montiasie. My dream no moon say, John Mahama na pese o yi Chief Justice no, into musumu we need power. Mube yi Chief Justice bi amabeto no. Mon first side no campaign message na mon share. Say Ghana for will buy it. And I want people to use that as your message. Nobody is going to pamper anybody. So over power 2028, 2042, 2078. Now we change Chief Justice. As far as it's built on solid grounds, why should anybody contest you? Because from what I am seeing, the president has not gone against the law. He is still working within the law. The president has not basically been biased towards the Chief Justice. In fact, the Chief Justice demanded for only 7 days. The President of the Republic gave the Chief Justice 10 days. Now, when Charlotte Osei was being, when a petition was sent to the president to basically look into Charlotte Osei and possibly make sure he follows due process, what did we say in Ghana? Now do you know, say, a position like the EC boss in Ghana is not a small position. Time the petition, Ekoma Ekufuadwa or deny Charlotte Osei access to the petition. No? At that point, it was the first time anything like that had happened in Ghana. Time I the petition come Ekufuadwa na EBS say your petition president say yenhwehwe eye EC boss in Semuda. Ekufuadwa did not give Charlotte Osei the opportunity to even look at what is in the petition. No? But if people did not see anything wrong, say our democracy is going to go into the ditch. The EC boss, she is in charge of our elections. That was the first time in the history of Ghana, Obia petitioned the president to look into the conduct of the EC boss. Yanti Kromha, the first time in the history of Ghana, Bawomiani Ekufuado and the Ghana election court did our democracy collapse. In fact, the argument people made then was that Nana Danko Ekufuado going to court in 2012 was a good sign. It was going to basically enrich our democratic dispensation. And yes, we had not seen that in our history before. Nobody had taken an election to court. But when Ekufuado and Bawumia entered court in 2012, in the Supreme Court, majority of you people today, criticizing today, people petitioning against the Chief Justice, you said that was good for our day, that was good for our democracy, and that we needed to test our democracy. That was the first time in our history. Did this country collapse? Did somebody say because an opposition party had taken a party to court, it was going to destroy our democracy, and we were never going to have a diligent or a better election again? Mukache said 2012 elections the court and then etimi hold a democracy, hold the elections, and then I may make it good changes to our electoral process. Ever seen there? Is it not that whether or not the words used? Into a day and end of day, Madam Torkornoo, in the history of our republic, petition has been brought to the president. Now we follow due process. A day and end of the Moka say due process now president no follow. It is the beginning of the end of our democracy. This was when Charlotte Osei was in office. Ekufu at the time. Yeah.
The President Akufo-Addo has referred a petition signed by 17 persons seeking to impeach the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, to the Chief Justice for resolution. According to the Director of Communication at the Flagstaff House, Mr. Eugene Ahin, this is in accordance with the provisions of Article 146, Paragraph 3 of the Constitution.
Around 12 o'clock this afternoon, the President referred the petition that had been brought to him by the concerned staff of the Electoral Commission, who are demanding for the removal of the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Madam Charlotte Osei, to the Chief Justice. Now, you know this matter is purely a constitutional one, so in accordance with Article 146(3) of the Constitution, when such a matter is brought before the President, i.e. with regards to the removal of a Justice of a Superior Court or the removal of the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, the President has no choice but to forward the petition to the Chief Justice, who would, if she decides there's a prima facie case against the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, is supposed to form a committee who would also look into the matter, make recommendations to her, and then subsequently the Chief Justice forwards those recommendations to the President for action. There are names attached. Initially, when the petition was brought, it was, as I said in my statement, it was assigned and it was undated, and the names of the petitioners were not present. But I think on the 20th of July, the counsel for the petitioners furnished the presidency with the names of 17 people who have petitioned for the removal of the chairperson of the Electoral Commission.
This is Eugene Ahin. Ekufuado power now. 17 people petitioned Ekufuado. 17. Petition called first day didn't come. It was a vague document, but the presidency accepted it. It was later the presidency realized, say, petition Abeka president inside. Omo petitioners didn't come. And the president can say, Omo paper Tony Bremeno, Omo form din samra. How foolish can we be? We soaked this. Mo radio TV so them went to man can say that was the beginning of a skewed process. How can you write a petition to the president without any name, but the president actually accepted and gave you receipts? How can the presidency accept a petition without name, without date, and give you receipt and say, yes, I'm going to give it to the president? How? But in this, 17 people petitioning the president without name and dates, without information, the president said, he has accepted it and he was going to take action. It was later, and a NIPA 17 lawyers say, oh, if you are see, and you are see, and like I say, oh, we're going to buy. That petition against Charlotte Osei was written at the Jubilee House and the Kufuado. After the seriousness of our hypocrisy. And Conformity Radio TV so trying to make you think say they are the ones with all the knowledge. Now we are exposing their stupid hypocrisy. The President of the Republic from day one received this document, knew the people who wrote the document, never hid it, gave it to the Council of State, and even gave it to the Chief Justice. Still, you people are sitting there telling us, and all these things happening, no? Radio, journalists, so-called journalists, they were on radio. They were there. They were part of the conversation. They knew a petition had been given to Ekufuado. Ekufuado did not give it to Charlotte Osei to look at it. Ekufuado went ahead to execute whatever he wanted to execute. Ekufuado worked against the Constitution. All these so-called journalists in Ghana were on radio. They read everything. They knew the petition that went to Ekufuado against Charlotte Osei did not have names with it. But the presidency accepted the vague paper. These same people today, they have not been able to establish, say, John Mahama, the President of the Republic, he has gone against the law once. No. These so-called journalists on the TV soon himself, President Edim Ranoso, Atumimpo Ama Chief Justice 10 days, Abrado Obuta 7 days. These people sitting on radio calling themselves journalists. Omunim said, President Mahama or Aya Council of State, free hand to do their job. These people know, said the President of the Republic, when boom rebia so, entire day na sanko for to be radio so, to speak, say, the actions na who process na fluid, you know. How can they sit on radio today to tell Ghana for say, we are doing something that will destroy our democracy, and that what is happening, you know, a deliberate, a Jubilee House, a president, you know, den na journalist satna radio so kasa asem no. Ethiopian kedisi kan wo minimum. For a journalist to sit on TV or radio to make that statement, that journalist is an enemy of the state. Those are the people who cause tribal war. They cause a political war in the nation. Because what they are doing is they are putting a lot of fire where there should be no fire. They are preparing the people's mind. Say, the actions of President Netekia within his constitutional mandate, they are trying to skew that process. They are trying to create an impression, say, the president is doing something bad. Whilst they know for a fact, none of them can sit on TV or on radio to tell you Ghanaians, say, President John Mahama has gone against the law. Nobody to date, no journalist to date has been able to say, President went against the law. And this is what these journalists are saying.
I feel say we've still not understood what we are doing to ourselves as a country.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, but it's so funny. The next Chief Justice clearly will be. But that was almost important. So what is news about this? Says we've gone through the law. It is the same. We present my Ghana for United say. Sa positions a hold on na mrekuni ni bo ban no eto atwa efise aban bi obebe bia no obenya bibi ejina so e dia pam sa positions na emra bo ban nyina. I will not be surprised when the electoral commission goes and the next action of course it will be a functioning team. We are practicing a dysfunctional democracy.
It is it is not all opposition.
Of course,
every position has become a political.
But we are firming it up. It is obia fantuna sumu say o abedwem ye obia free revocation termination tieniye wo de di mfie nwotwe mfie dumini kura aban bi beba ono so be pam.
And for only position,
it doesn't matter.
Every position is now a position.
What we are telling ourselves, we say, a co-terminus,
with the term of the president.
Simple. I think it will be better for us to do those arrangements now. Because say NDC crowd free in the next 12 years. It's not possible. We are deepening the dysfunctionality of our democracy.
And the hatred.
Yes, hatred and bitterness is building. Also, McCutcheon say, if we really want to reset, everybody the alliance minister to Torkornoo Jones, say oko galamsey wachi ankasa yetu galamsey o party chairman ankasa kora no kose ye ba ho soldier for ba ho no o ma mo na mane enam ba bia ukosu wo press conference
so it's soon
stop that
it's soon no basis.
Oh please stop it there and I'm saying that stop it the soon na solve
no say based on the video he saw now and
I'm saying that but even amongst the solutions now go for river guy yellow now what can they do? Job for the boys. What is this, Obi? We have started on a good note. I'm saying that when we are deepening our democracy, making it very dysfunctional, I'll show you where power lies. I'll tell you that I have power. Let's keep it up. Nobody should even raise because him. No, of course. Constitution okay na see akofa emra kwans ye be diso obi ha be diso pepepe o man ne bebo obi a be diso pepepe o man ne ebebo ifu de mo ma manyosem enkoso nchiche ye musa na no kore so just enkose gatem enkoso because every time you raise issues the matter is equalization. Where also yebi. I know the one can there. Where so abaso yebi. I know coming kwame there. They said you call a concession is NDC for your board because say more MPP time na no mu dia omukasai. Yes you do pam fanko hik. Mo fanko jo mama osebi. In those videos we have it. So what is it that we want to do to this country again? What is it that we want to do to this country again? I'm not in for political tricks again. Hobby, say tie piano, say empuli breaks. My baby, I kick on. Hey, me kayo me say, nantwie na yin ni poduano. Anka ne to. Nantwie poduano. Anka ne to. It is anka ne to dia.
Now you ask yourself, the point in this saying. The point is that at this point now, we should not go by the constitution to do what is right. That is his argument. Even though because of the position in T, because the moment we go by the constitution, and now yedim rani yejuma, na yedibedi nipa sebio yanyanka say yi omuso mundi enimno. The moment we do that, we are doing politics. You see his level of thinking. As an afuno. So from his argument, right now, if we use the constitution, President Jina constitution, so na odidi juma, it is not right. Enti sesiano, I was say NDC for tiasie, mo ye MPP, ye Chief Justice, must suspend no. Enti musumu fra be na me enko for ba, ye di into mine be bo. You see their level of thinking, the sense of entitlement. You see, the sense of entitlement amongst these stupid fools, and then a problem. You are a journalist. Your job is let Ghanaians know. Because at the end of the day, your opinion and my opinion, the constitution's fact in end to me. You might have your opinion because of your political or tribal affiliation. I might have my opinion because of my political or tribal affiliation or religious affiliation. But the constitution, what it says is constant. It does not change. What has the president done today that we, because and constitution a petition by Mahama Horo and koji petition and one consult to be able to take a decision and can pray kumba we baba say and the mo president Makofaba onimra na so Mahama nya petition no wan fan chiro bia one na yire ko share them and no take a decision. The president is following the constitution. He's working within his constitutional mandate and also Balu we have say, I will somewhere almost the constitution. So what should we do? All that they are trying to do, they say, and then I'm what side near party. Massa, so be any munko for we. Now this is the first time we say, which political party communicators are these? Because this, what they are doing there, there's nothing about being a journalist who is being neutrally intelligent to look at the issues. Because what Juman is saying, Balloon, where Juman say, Asemna Bedahono, Asemno, Emra Eshe Ghana, constitutional Eshe Ghana, no, ye di Samrano so. Because who balloon ya would say Asempa, only me. So be Bora a Asempa Sisia, Nasa Nipano S or your police ni, was so pa at the Woka. Obega Chedipan say, Ghana Mracha said warrant, and I'm a boy. Now, so police in the warrant, sorry, not a show. Now, sad woka. Over the police in Sibia Yatin Nimkamno, Sebio or Frafreni into our idea be or Tanya Santinito or Chimako. Now, you forget about a warrant, that gives the police, that allows the police, to arrest you, you ignore the warrant, Now, you are going to look at police, your friend was saying, Atinga, hey, we are turning to now, what's on the passana. That is what these balloons are doing. Now you cannot apply the constitution because the constitution at this point is what the government is applying. Sabai Sisa in 8 years. Now so be a commissioner, or be a CEO, or be a Supreme Court judge. That's the constitution finding the panel said, why Bonia? Why should we apply it? Why should I sit here and have a problem with that balloon? The issue here is if you have accepted that the president did not go against the constitution. He actually acted in his capacity as a president and also in the mandate constitution manner. If you admit that the president has done it, why are you now forcing people to say he has committed a crime? You see, the issue with this both fruit for say, when they sit on radio, Obi or one of the most diabolic journalists in Ghana. Ope Christonia or Trofua Obi. Kwasi ampenyi sana ope MPI yo. Na mesi sankofo yete krom ha. Se mubenya MPI ye. Mubewura parliament. Eche etwa ye ni eti. I swear to God. demonic, diabolic old men to someone, to someone. Obi manyini channel. I am older than Obi. Yeah. But when I feel I'm still young. When I get born in Jimmy, any politics now, say Obi me, I am older than Obi. You have no idea. But me Obi Jina guys more fun no. I get born uncle the men can say we popo and channel down. These are people every single day they sit on radio. Now me Jane say, omunya opportunity to speak, you know, and come on back say, John Dramani Mahama the president will book Ghana Mraso and wire the enye. But they could not say that. And in the first place, I want to ask Bofruit on the Ayadian Adrimbone say, do you know what is in the petition? Bofruit, do you know what is in the petition? No. When the Council of State Echo Shire and Nipa over 31, Chief Justice, are you stupid? What makes you people think so TV so Eka Ghana amanyosem? Do you know what is in the petition? It is a petition ba na eka say Chief Justice Traobitia. What are you going to say? Petition ba na eka Chief Justice Edi Boni way with evidence. What are you dirty idiot stinking boxers going to say? Because you don't know what's in the petition. The Council of State, when they looked at the petition, and I don't think every single member of the Council of State is against the Chief Justice. So the issue here is everything that we are seeing is based on what is in the petition. Now, do you know what is in the petition? No. Have you been able to make a comment that there's this in the petition that does not have the grounds? And I say, any grounds or say the Chief Justice, do you have? No. Has the president gone against the law? No. So what is making you, this Bofrot entity, sit there to speak stupidly because politics are full. Journalism has become cheap. Jimmy, when I'm say Ghana no. Now the issue is simple. So I say 4 years, 8 years. Nasa Obi and conducting whether Chief Justice, whether the President, whether the CEO, whatever, and we get to know say nipa and conducting ye and nitini yashemra. Motia sempa mo monsa wo ma obati no. Sembra di mu ebe yumadi. Senia eye abrantia no host show yi. Mofa kwan so ku na mo betena ho edidi ma we yase no. Se be chimo a de ekọ evidence ni be hu se munyina mo nsa wo mu a we will make sure say kabawo no wu ye no munyina no mo bedam. Inti as far as any evidence we cannot sit here and say you are murderers. No. We cannot say that. Inti ayeden on basis be na mugina so amoka kire Ghana for say ai na de edine de esia no obia ne president be ko enti esia no de omo ye no eyomo plan dada and he used a stupid statement. We are practicing a dysfunctional democracy kwasia. What you say? You the same person sitting there and telling us the president has followed due process and you are stupidly saying in your next language say we are practicing a dysfunctional democracy. Do you know what dysfunctional democracy is? Dysfunctional democracy is when you're small dick, you cannot see it because your tummy is big. That is dysfunctional democracy. When your small dick hanging beneath your belly, when you bend down, you cannot see it. We call it dysfunctional democracy because they cannot coordinate. Jimmy, and you people sit on TV, radio so, and you are the people polluting the system. I thought you had solid evidence against the president, his actions. I thought you had solid evidence and what petition you can base your facts on. So basically what you are doing, when you question penny, be and a stray dog be on in New York, and then you are the same. You are like a stray dog walking on the street of Bronx, a stray dog with a dirty stinking mouth, with a mouth like Yania Gunenum, like you are like a stray dog who does not have an address. You have no basis. You have no facts. You have nothing to base your statement on. Into the second but down for. Because when you walk around and you speak anyhow without basis of fact, what is second but down for? What are your evidence? Before I insult the Kufuor, I show you basis. Before I go after Chairman Wontumi, I show you the fact. I just don't sit here and say Chairman Wontumi Jimmy. It will make me Jimmy because my evidence and show. The moment I come sit here without showing facts, the reason why I'm insulting somebody, then at that point, you are a dog. You are a stray dog. You are basically a dog with rabies. Jimmy. And you just sit and you speak because you be my cartoon. You are the people, eh? If the young people want to rise up, they need to rise up against people like you. What is dysfunctional democracy? Do you know what dysfunctional democracy is? We had a president under Ekufuado, 17 petitioners, not only Obia address, only Obia ding, only Obia phone number, but he still accepted a vague paper. What, Jimmy? That wasn't dysfunctional to you? That wasn't dysfunctional to you? We had a president who basically decided not to give a petition to a sitting EC boss. That wasn't dysfunctional. Kwasia forma. Muhu fin in Krasifo Modrun crying. A year that remember Pien crying. A Jimmy for Monumu Kankai, Ottawa, Uhun Fifresa or Pro. Tell the people the truth. O party call off power in today. What are your MPP ni Amuko position in today? We are looking at the democracy. We are looking at the facts. What does the fact say? I told you as a journalist, and as a Muslim, you will use the facts. The facts are clear. Did the president go against the law? No. Who in Ghana today can tell me John Mahama went against the law? Nobody. Then there's nothing wrong. Let me tell you, what you think about this process is your problem. But the fact still remains. The fact still remains to say the constitution, the rules of the game were applied. That's all. Your opinion is your opinion. How you feel about Ghana is your opinion. But the Ghana na timuno, sa national anthem no, it is Ghana's national anthem. Whether you like the words or not, it does not change the anthem. Until you prove to me, say, the words you are speaking are not the right words. But as we speak today, none of you guys can prove to me, say, John Mahama has gone against the law. Your opinion, you have your right. Eh? Look at this. These people. Suspension of Chief Justice is the brazen judicial coup. It's your opinion. Yes, a minority say, Chief Justice is suspended. No, it is a coup. Your opinion. It will not change anything. Do they have the facts to say the suspension is illegal? No. So far, the minority, the silly, stupid piglet minority, have not been able to provide any evidence or any fact to show, say, the suspension is not in the right order. It is an opinion. It will not change the facts. So you can scream. You can put out all the threats. Say, nobody fucking cares. As far as the law is there, you work within the law. I don't care. Because there is a reason why we put that law together. That law now, Baumia, any Kufuado, abuse, John Mahama has stayed within the law. Because Sankamu said John Mahama Bumbraba Kosoa and Kamun Kwasiafu Kamabeka. But because you don't have anything, now you are using your opinion to decide what the facts should be. Your opinion cannot decide the facts. The facts are the facts. So how you feel as a minority or how you feel as an MPP or a journalist does not change the fact. The fact is constant. The fact of the case is still constant. Whether the minority shit on themselves, they vomit, they scream, they charge and slaughter themselves. The fact is that the president has followed due process. And the Council of State have come up. They said they have established a prima facie case. The president says that it is in good faith the Chief Justice suspends or step aside for the process to go on. That's all. It does not matter who you are, how you feel, what you think. Why do you know? Saudi say you're politically motivated. That it is your opinion. Me say so U.S. Embassy. Nasa akope visa. Whatever you say to the person sitting there, you don't decide for the person. The person sitting there or rules or the ejuma. And it's also American Embassy akope visa. People don't even know who question obusao. Where are you going? I'm going to Dallas. Okay, you are going to where? Texas. Yeah, I'm going to Chicago. Fine. Who are you staying with? Bibi dadenim. So one man is information now. Your opinion will stick with you. How you feel about the person in the glass and fan whether somebody in a temo team so a bruni kwasiampeni, he does not care. Whether Bakacha said the crew crown fan kwasiamfree on the president, he does not care. He is sticking to the facts. And they're done anymore. So when Tumaman answers no here now, he's not going to issue you the visa. It is not about how you feel. Nobody cares about how you people feel. As far as we know, no law has been broken. As far as we know in this country, Emrebia ni ayebuso. Na yenti kromha. ɛna nkwasiafo motete radio so Ekufuado Gofredame ɛde ɛyɛ opuni Jachikwe si kogina court say 24 hours ye ba be Jachikwe na muti krom ha. Did you say that even though the Attorney General has the right to prosecute Jachikwe question, the rate at which he's moving the case, it is against mentally he has some political motive behind it. What can I say? That be any day clear. Yet ha and a ato forcing Ekojina court can say tekpe and the man instruction man sign document. Even though the Attorney General has the right to prosecute and investigate and take the whole thing to court to make sure the way the bonne also actually to know. Attorney General Kojina court wana yenye who say he is speaking to these people behind the scenes in a judge's house. Did you people have a problem with it? You didn't have any problem, right? It wasn't anything bad. You wanted us to continue with this. How you feel and what you think does not determine how the facts should work. You can have your own opinions. You people can write all the articles on Facebook. You can sit on TV and speak as if say Ghana Ghana democracy be say Ghana democracy and say Ghana bibia be say bibia and say ya de mra na ye adwuma ye ginam. How you feel is how you feel. We don't care how you feel. What I care about is that the president does not go against the constitution. And as far as I know, President John Mahama had not or did not go against the constitution. So what is my problem? Huh? What is my problem? Because the problem I want to say president in boom run so president in boom run so into you as a journalist. So when you communicate to a political party be and now you are affiliated to a political party, how the party thinks, does it affect the facts? Oh, no, my imagine that. Oh, you will see the next person is the EC boss. The question here is, has the EC boss committed a crime? If she has not conducted herself well, I will support her to be removed. How you feel does not change the fact. Sibia ya chikrofo amusi yenjeli no. Sibia ya chi atai ya kase yenjeli no. Sibia ya chi obi obokro no ya kase yemfa no kokko yenjeli na ye nyina ya kase yes ya bese chichire man no yenyi illegal miners in free ho obi obokro no ya nchire no. The same way the Charlotte say e commit crime na we hu boni wo ho a adentina James commit crime a ye twena so obeka se eni se ye mabodam me say unless say James commit crime but so commit crime nko we will work within the constitution to make sure say constitution dey kire say yenye ye beye Jane Mensa on chain Ghana mrao yeti kroma na etam soldier for e guard Jane Mensa me yama me soldier wo kwase ampanya wo to so nsuo yama soldier. There's a reason why your man is soldier, your man a car, your man a dying. There's a reason why your sika yetua and yentua will be abuofunu. Na so ho na wa ye dwuma bi na wa anya dwuma ni ye a. We are telling us we don't have the right to sack her. Moya mwa who is above the law in Ghana? If tomorrow somebody establishes a case against J Mensa, the law needs to be applied. It does not matter who you are, how you feel. How you feel is your problem. It is the fact we are looking at. Me say the fact is constant. It does not change. And we are not going to move away from the fact. MPP lawyer we, not at the news file. Miami way, me kebi bi abrocha and come imagine a license because I am very sure say license be ekutari bi legitimate. I am very sure. Because some of her pronouncements, I think say, ebi a we gide good it no. He it na woman, I na code it. Obetra news file. Assembly na mami we kan or say the Chief Justice should not be taken through this process. Who should be taken through the process? Ti asema obi oso akosua mbra. Mr. P, Mr. S, take care of the pages. Ti asemia obi oso akotena law school wosua mbra onim nyansa. Ti asemia oka. The Chief Justice, because Chief Justice said the nufu ye 9. Madam Torkornoo the to ye 9. Sebio nenai kokromoti ayenson. The Chief Justice should not go through this process. It's in our law as theory, but it shouldn't be practiced. When you're a lawyer, or say Chief Justice, and see the first idea we move. Emom Ghana I'm running the woman say Bibi Saba or say Nemum aye Chief Justice in tea and say a diwujuma way. Or see a chili na second year done hunina, nan corruption neba, bibi and the batia. So your bam pa. In theory, or see in theory, the law is supposed to be applied, but practically, it is our law or say yamre mu ne de ewom say Chief Justice di boni a or say ahwehwem na emom eni say sebio yetu wan amon where your lawyer. I said the Chief Justice should not be taken through this process. It's in our law as theory, but it shouldn't be practiced. Inti obeso kire say samra na da hode de da hokeke but meme ye ntu wan amon adentra Chief Justice de eni say de fam na me papa kwa me ando nana aida nando ono ne mfa mfam wo ya boa me mama ekua Monica ono ne ntam ne mfa mram na kwasi ampanyi wo de mra diwa ye mfa mra ne ye nyen say theory. Inti some of the laws should apply as theory and some should apply as practical. Mon kwasiafo na mutiti TV so yedi matama ye se yedi panyina atam. San kwasiafo na kosuan kwasia law bi ye kasi ye scrutinize o ma no mu dwane no ma kwahye panyina echi. Washa wegi said the opepa eye Mozambique nkoto ho. Abetena TV so keka nkwasi asem say the Chief Justice should not go through this. O wegi say raccoon. O wegi say raccoon mame. Chief Justice should not go through. Who should go through? Why? Is the Chief Justice above the law? So you want us to sit in Ghana, not Chief Justice in Tinaho. With all due respect, Chief Justice Bimra, na on Chani Pakong, na on poison obi, na on disika, Nyanka say, it is in our law. Theoretically, in theory, but practically, no, we cannot apply the law. Adentra or a Chief Justice, more bodam. We are not going to be selective about the law. Wig said the people to home Mozambique. Some question for TV so that Morgana ho because we are so weak-minded. Obiaba no kuta title. Obiaba kuta title. When you ya sokodia, what be track kan kwasa sama soro ko adentia me MPP ni ma min defend adia eye bone. Now your MPP ni ayakwasea. O your MPP ni ayakwasea. Into what join news wo eye program. Na obi wura ka say wo ya kromfo. Obeji atum so ya kromfo. Ote join news one a program no obi abo ewuro say ah ma we jantre nipa wo kofo obi kunu na obetena sa am that also. You want the law to work because we say I'm a lawyer, I know the law and the law has to work. Now they do Chief Justice so I say we should be very selective about the law. Bodam o we say the obepan ko to ho Mozambique modwen say ye Jimmy ye hu mo so lawyers da kwasi abrofo bia akaka kama pantan mu na mo keka na ye Jimmy nti ye obi a Ghana o ye lawyer. A fool like Samson enemy, the num can. You think of free Semuba and then they do being chamber 2 years, Samson enemy. And I got an Jimmy. Eden Jimmy to Samson enemy, Saturday better TV so Ebo Bonum Toto Busa questions. No about journalist of the year, Yan Kwasiafo. Ghana Journalist Association President Rowe, ne Fusa Nanka. Well, would the only year a media general of Wanana. Sa Ghana Journalist Association akwana ne fusa de or no nsama Guinness for Mozambique no mumu say the press conference no nyana kwasiafo na mudi nkofo ni mo Ghana ya come ni ma jimi before we me say GJ president no way kwasiato sa no Africa man e bie ne pono en kwasiasam nkwana mudi tikuro nim ya come ni ma na mbu ofu gan kwasiasam. Look at this. No, this is not even what I'm looking for. Messias, I don't even want to go there. Messias, I don't want to go there. I was going to go somewhere, but I'm not going to do it. Now, I want to tell you something. We are Ghana Nina Oshemia. Emra Eye Juma Ghana. This issue we are talking about, President has suspended CJ because Emrano Eman Hokwaino. Also, TSA said nobody is above the law, even the president himself. So, president, not only himself or above the law, and can uncle through the process. This should be a lesson to every Ghanaian. See, a person Ghana waging and aswa. Chief Justice case we should send a strong signal and message to all of us. Say, Omaina ye timuno, emraye juma. The moment we allow the Chief Justice to skip or to basically jump this hurdle without going through the process, then it means that Ghana Mrano, we are being selective where to apply and who to apply it on. And that will be the beginning of our end as a nation. Oma hine kobna santimono, MPP wap mumuta oma hine kobna sante say, like this now uchini wana tomano. Mumusa Oma Hene Kobna Sante says, "Our white legs is now Ochino. Why not Tomano? Ono, I asampano to the pay saying, Messi Mumusa say, Oma Hene Kobna Sante, more the video or the bribe. Kobna Sante, Oma Hene Kobna Sante. Ekufuado ba. The Jankroma ambulance case no. Monka yes am what the bribe. Me want is video or the bribe. Or ne on mu producer no. Dominico so the end no. Or say on me bema or make me boa. Mumusa ne send Lexus na ochino wan tomano. Kwasiafo motena Ghana na man say Ghana ne etino obia nim nyansa. Me say asempa yetua okasen. Lexus na ochino ye register 2025 wan tomano. Ah, who ya bribe gifo to say no credibility. Modernity radio so na nkwasiasem, selective justice, selective journalism. Mo peke the favor mo nkwasia tribe na mo party no. The favor Gabi, the favor Kennedy Japan, the favor MPP no, and none ya can wasem. Na sani de chichire man. Is that how we build a nation? Huh? Who am I in one and bribe? Me see ambulance case no, Jankroma ambulance case no. I have a video of you taking bribe. Only sir Dominico said, "Yeah, producer no. Mummy na mokoji, I have you on tape. Yeah, dede. O Lexus na uchini wana confirm now. Kwasiafo ya can say right now journalism has become sabotaging people and blackmailing. A read to say blackmailing wine. Cromfo a read to say pay ya saying Lexus now trying to chairman man sika the toy. Eh, you 47 in Ghana. You are working. They be almost sorry. Obi ye juma obi na mumu ye juma wine. Omayene, uye juma mahwai, uye juma mahwai. E read to say cromfo to say me se bra better on radio so ka say me boa. Me se woni Dominico, our producer friend saying Dominico said omu mienu no mkoje saska no. Me se opa be ye mema sam wo radio so. E read to say motete Ghana nkwasiasam. Kwasiasam ye protect mo kakra. Mo je se jimi. Mo di asempa na to na nkwasiafo mo di wieska, mo di gigi bribe. Mo nim di anim. Me se wo di opa dem ni enhwe Ghana kro nim. Cromfort to say, mo betra wan nkwasiasam nko a na mo dada Ghana fo adan mo party free power. Mo party free power. Me say ambulance case na ba na Jankroma ambulance scandal no. Sika se na akwaje ye. Nija ni sika se na aje won ho. Kwabena Sante, o chena betra TV so ka se Kevin Taylor boa. Nija ni sika se na aje won ho. E wi to say wo sa mo producer no. O mo kwaje sika no masoma producer no akọ. San kwasiafo mi ensan de omo ya no. Besides, get me their pictures. Mo ewifo te samo. Ewifo te samo mo ewifo mo hu fin. Ya de o Ghana na mo tetetete politics journalism echi e da dankofo. Me ma assignment me so kira betra TV so. Na ka se Kevin Taylor boa. Ah, wo ko bana Sante be ka Ghana asem. O se de ejoma ha ma heden. Adwini bi se ni trim. E read to say ubetuma beka eye Jankroma ambulance won asem wo TV so. Me se Niger ni no sika se na odema wo. E read to say mo ye ka se ye kan asem ne ye boma power. Ka mo makura ntumi nko school, mo yire no ntumi mpie. Kwabena Sante, ye ka se ye boma power. Mo yire no mo manti ena na sonta ye consider mo. E read for to say mo. Me se wo Lexus now team no. U pay a sen when the tomorrow. O Lexus now tonight, I buy Lexus. When a tomorrow. How's your voice here? Mobile near Mamusika, no more a dealership. What you see him? A report to some. You people should shut up. Me my bodamo. I am crazy. But until so be coming, until so be why you so answer me, I am crazy. And the MPP they know. Mo betuma de mo person mo kafa me hu bia, I don't care. Say me yetua me car wo so hwan na tua wo car. Mo ana mo TV so and Kevin Taylor and we the tua ne kan say yetua me car wo hwan na tua wo car. Come and tell us who pays you. If you fought is mo kwasi asena mrete Ghana no. Boga sa de aginem. Boga, wada deep. Wada deep. Ya kabibia onte. Nana do danko kufuado. Wada. Ora se first gear. We na yeton. Ya tena de wo 8 years yanka bibia. Mo satiti radio so ka kire se de an John Mahama ye say. John Mahama me say 42 years. 42 years you people will stay in opposition until I decide. Ana me kan na mo sere ho. MPP for the deep down for omunim de America. 42 years you be in opposition. Omo mu lead the MPP pa no. A omunim de America no. They know. And they know the kind of person me ye. You will stay in opposition for 42 years. Muni option biya. We know you people. The Chief Justice on committee crime biya. The president is saying, say, the Council of State I establish it prima facie case against her. She should just step aside. Now, Sebio investigations in Nkoso. Obi anyone who petition. As I sit here, I don't know what's in the petition. You don't know what is the petition. Let's allow the investigations to begin. Let's allow them to establish a ground, sir. Free one, I said, CJ. Nobody in Ghana should try. Nobody in Ghana. So, where the bonnet? So, no one is above the law. If it is the EC boss who is next, bossman who is next, say to me, establish a case against them, so over the bonnet, they have to be fired. Obiansu so biasu. Say NPP ba power in 42 years, sir. They can sack everybody. I don't care. As far as they are working within the law. Any problem. It I want Ghanaians to understand. And Madam Torkornoo, the president, to me, constitution, the man say unjinan chain. The senior most judge, Mr. Bafuboni. Ono and as we speak, ono na take over as the CJ of Ghana. Mr. Bafuboni, J.A. Kufuor, the Deba Supreme Court, or your MPP ni mapa. So what is your problem, MPP for? J.J. Rawlings, didn't call the High Court. And J.A. Kufuor, 2008, didn't call the Supreme Court. This man, or your MPP ni. John Mahama Samamu MPP's Chief Justice, Ediana Mope. From the records and from the things you people are saying, then it means Mr. Bafuboni, he has to come and help your people. And I know someone pay. J.A. Kufuor did Mr. Bafuboni Eba Supreme Court, 2008. Enti enye J.J. Rawlings no mabeka say eye NDC ni, enye Tamils and enye Mahama, eye muamu MPP na de this honorable man Eba the Supreme Court. Enti as we speak, technically, John Mahama Asamamu MPP Supreme Court Judge, Chief Justice, a dear pana mope as a political party. This man is an MPP man. Everything he would do in the court from today, or MPP ni, because a J.A. Kufuor and a didn't MPP, a didn't a Supreme Court. And as we speak, Yasa ama Ghana another NPP Chief Justice. It's MPP for problem today. Ade ana Bafuboni so or the senior most judge Supreme Court no or no someone peno. He is acting. Now my mention on the record kakra because or your MPP ni mapa. Me besa me hwe the MPP for me be kafa eye papa we hu because or your MPP ni this man the records ni mommy reading the records kakra. Eye Paul Bafuboni onye. Ono assumed office 11 June 2008. Nominated by John Ejekum Kufuor, Justice of the Court of Appeal. In office 22nd November 2006 to 11th of June 2008. Nominated again by John Ejekum Kufuor, Justice of the High Court. Nominated by Jerry Rawlings. Personal details. It is a offer a form at the Air Kosra. You can see, say, J.J. Rawlings and Kufuor and basically a movie in the court top. Inti J.A. Kufuor that didn't call Supreme Court 2008, 2006 and a J.J. Rawlings and the call High Court 2008 and a Papa Kufuor didn't call Supreme Court. Intuition here pa Justice Bafuboni or your MPP judge. Are you not happy? Mo MPP for, are you not happy? Say J.A. Kufuor, judge already called Supreme Court, and then Mahama said already taking over Supreme Court. Are you not happy? Everything is in your favor. Oman Komnas Ante Kromfo. This man, is he not an MPP judge? Entire den ye tena waka se enne de ye osono maame inti asam kesiesi ye osono maame ne de osono foforo aba into how to say. We have Justice Bafuboni who was nominated by J.A. Kufuor. Papa Kufuor that they call Supreme Court. In Sesiano, Adentina Muye Dede. We have an MPP Chief Justice now. He is MPP. Because you see, Ghana no, you say, so a judge, that's a president to be nominated automatically, or be a political judge. Sign a more MPP before more. Because you see, when you go through the list from the year 2019, ABC 2024, the judges are called Supreme Court. Now, 2019, Nana Akufo-Addo, ordinary day, Madam Torkornoo, Osono Maame, Eko Supreme Court. 2008, J.A. Kufuor, Ede Paul Mr. Bafuboni, J.A. Kufuor, and the Supreme Court. 2015, John Mahama, ordinary day, Gabriel Puamang, Eko Supreme Court. 2019, Papa ya friend Enini Yabua ne yire Madam Avril Lovelace Johnson. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ene de call ehfa Supreme Court. In 2020, Isifu Tanko. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ene de call Supreme Court. Henrietta Joy Abra Mensa Bonsu 2020 Akufo-Addo ene de call Supreme Court. Emmanuel Yoni Kolendi, Mr. Timbila ono Nana Akufo-Addo ene de call Supreme Court. We have somebody like Samuel Kwame Adibu Asiedu, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo 2022 Edenico Supreme Court. Barbara Frances Akayensu, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo Edenico Supreme Court. George Kingsley Kumsin 2023 Nana Akufo-Addo Edenico Supreme Court. And next MPP parliamentary candidate Gau Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo 2023 NOD NS Gau Eco Supreme Court. Henry Anthony Kofi 2024, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Edenico Supreme Court. Yao Dakwa Sare, 2024, Nana Akufo-Addo, Edenico Supreme Court. Anna Richard Eje Frimpong, 2024, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Edenico Supreme Court. How many judges the Akufo-Addo go Supreme Court? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Out of the 14 judges, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, or the 12 in 8 years, or the Supreme Court. Out of the 14 judges, our most Supreme Court is here. Nana Akufo-Addo you 12 or no one appointed to the Supreme Court. And there, your Mr. Bafuboni, J.A. Kufuor the Supreme Court. MPP Nkwasiafo. Wouldn't say about the money because of you. We are building Ghana. We are making sure the right things are done. Makachiremo, your opinions, you can keep your opinion. You can be pissed off. You can be angry. You can free your mind. It is your opinion. The facts are constant. And the facts are what we are dealing with. The constitution is constant. Se emrano ye jinem na se constitution guide ya. They all say yeah right no. I will say yeah as a nation. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's been a wonderful Tuesday evening. Ochina ye be share ha ye be judwem amagana for ehunu kreno. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. We are all messengers who are ready and willing to speak truth to power. Cheers. Good night and God bless you. Abuache gigim.
Yo, we are best fishermen. Torkornoo, no answer my. I watch it. You will for Belgium. You want me to Belgium. It will do a Belgium. Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Supernova, why round what? It will for Belgium. It want me to Belgium. It will do a Belgium. It will do a Belgium. Why you're here? Why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no, what one of them moto. Yeah, we papa no, what one of them moto. Yeah, we papa no, what one of them moto. Why dranga? Why yo yeah? Why dranga? I watch it. Original. I walk for bad. I want me to bad. Where you mind, don't crumba.